na mo hirat ko vitete o se captain fia ma fi wo radio so adwuma no de wuni mama Steven upon say adwuma no wuni mama ye se adwuma no wuni mama ne bro aren papa yare na ayesa ye se wo adwuma no wa ya wuni mama ne bro so sa Captain Smart say ade na wudi se adwuma no nti kofi ye ba konso ye se benefsin we nkofu busase na benefsin we ya se afiye betu abai papa fc na se kono ampa nkasa mre na nke ne nam hanam
ebia na producer be fredo
ye se te benefsin nka che Austin kofi wo se wasi musa dan kwanya credible o
send ono faju channel no
ba fo na na kwadwo o say Captain Smart you Jakufu says here am nyina ma se mon koso mon woso sha no mon woso bi see he skin na just a GH boy emrane na ya na obono Prince Kede we see flow Captain flow into the airwaves Captain Smart Eriko wusu ansa see na we see good day Captain sure live or South Africa da munyina masse ewie de Captain one ma ase one ma wie mu aye de wo hu so one ma Facebook ne so aye de ntikofo ani age radio no so aye de da masse Onua 95.1 FM mbie ntumu hui ma mo wojo ma mo so to ma mo montenso modi dwa mo mie ntumu hu abato afia ba Captain na atena ase ntibibia ebeye kama pa mo si ye share mo si asembe ni papa more fire obi say something is coming like something on your FM too much nanka yen kan kire wana obi say Captain dear numbers no de rough obi say this Israelis are conquerors and the indigenous of Israel the true Israel are here in Africa imano my friend what de no yate na che say Israel for free tetena tetentre de yabeti wo testament besi samri o man da so yate a kufu set to see we need people assembly at Cantamanto Captain hunina bohu ninina feel kesel o say me you taste so we me taste the afternoon hot start to say afternoon hot yinila to say man is back on radio nanka yen kanchiro Kufu said, o say, people assembly no be ye, the cobe be antipatra, ya munya botre. Obi say, na Captain Woda. So I say, me crap with them, I mean, posa them busa. Obi say, na mambo ni the Israel Ike a memotekbo. Was say, Captain Woda.
Meda.
Because I no pekuya, a weekuya. Nini now, so na drum nini, yes, Woda.
Meda.
Hey, and something nyina de sheshe baby a wuntimi ko ni nyina obi se Benamson is gone galamsey
me sure say producer be try so benya Benamson na
obi se Benamson is gone galamsey enti pacho omodia bapam Madina fotuetua Cantamanto fotuetua South Africa fotuetua edamase obi se Captain obi say we de mamen kana so TV Fusheni Abdullah na tongma was Captain aden obe say opam nkofo fi radio so ana
aden
and I said the who ye dey no be twen adom 1400 say we akedi nkofo gujomu di dwade so still yet you Onua 95.1 say wo pam wo mo ana
the TN say we ya shese na omunim say yaba
na ya say ewia no wagye akenten so
ya anya hu dede say ye be ye hwe
na say wo di yomu afrim
or therefore to me ante or signing off for sports na obo medina okay and I wie anopa so me can say BBC on radio no so but man can say me na me so man ko fa brand bi aba but me sure say
wo di yoma gongon
hey, I'm so much here. Obikrasi, you guys should do the did for Onua FM should be on the multi TV. ASAP.
And na make no so me here on multi TV so omo here pa. Obi say now my afternoon will not be boring again because of Captain.
Okay. Ya bada ye ho aba na shane so ma ye say we ye dey titi ani we ene ya na ye sha ase enye bibi dada bia na show we need the suban ne bobinati ina ne say asem no de wonte ye ne ye kofa ba de tie ne say the Yesuma and Krata wo hono. Near Beje Megu Hakuha. They are pony a coffee about 5 and a quarter. Yanni be a neasem. Ewa no ho. Tibomodia shedden so. A hintasem. The more Cassia. I need a be but as some acquired there, what to say. Nanka, Senete, or see or sha, and Labici. Omun yesika crack. Etinka auto. Eba beto musa current Greek minister. Nanka no na toto. Dede be musa minu be me wabre. Eno si oke me nanto bibia. Me kura me nka se me pehwe ato. Afei senate say la foi wo bon fasika bi amma efi mra ye de hotel show bonsa wo mo de sika aba pa 3 million 4 million da cost room afei de wo say we de mo ya de mo say mo 5 million senate la foi no say yate mo ana mo ye nti efi en kwei mo de obi aba so o meda obi anda free metua asande ni obi abetua. Okay, Samusi obi abetua dia. Ene moma ya account na ehwe. Omo di 16.3 million. Na commerce net. Asande nie. Eburu sika na anko bi di kwa akoto no so. Kai. Short period yi. Emfaso a omo anya no. Ye ba ye bekom. Kwa mes no mfaso a omo nya asasika no. Na hwan so no mama no won nsama no beda hotel hobium. Oba no kuta sika kro so mama na dan dem. Yesi, sa papa no. O we asim sika nyina o de begina reception ho o say your man dan ndam da pacho your friend is saying not Medina yi papa your friend is saying not Medina yi ye da ye wa ba sia ye ba ye beto aso
enti fi base in siani enti
95.1 Edward way near Pahuntima Doko Pepe na Jumadi Emrana so a donne ball Emrana nye drew or therefore Nankasa or the assembly Edinburgh Ewodia 95.1 Edward way near Pahuntima Doko Pepe na Jumadi Jina so
Ebusiafo, me dey the Mrs. Matilda Ajoa Eduboatin. You don't know how friendly. Hey, to the J pounds na obesi majime die me na mdi ho chia me pay eye me da no pa bia Saturdays and for 6:30. I go see 8 and no pa die. Me no fire odoni empuna twemu kama se be ya kama na akototin. Kai Onua 95.1 FM so die. Ye no, ye dwene ho pa. Enti no Kaya ho na yendi doni ye ma enye fe.
Onua 95.1 FM.
Etie for animunim dada se efie ni fie eye dwumadi a ewo Onua FM so na yen yetna se saade a eye no nan de kosi no nwotwe no na ene ye frɛ no yen konko a ye de wo kɔ ba bia ufri ne ede wa kodrufi eninti ye ahia me ne Dr. Prekese tintim hina woti dwama na fuche kuri ene Onua ni soulmate Papa Shamo ono so the queen of big stomach ono so taso de ena mia nkasa the queen of BBC eba ne brofo dia don't venture me na I go venture you too enu nti efie ni fie no ye say ye tenase a ye ma wani je ye ma wo sere pressure stroke hypertension pompo nyina ye ne ye pai no mamo ewo Onua so Onua na ye say ye hwe wo
Onua 95.1 FM.
Mini Eddie JB Efri Ejuada Ekopim Efiada between 5:30 to 10 a.m. Yeah, the Sempa Jumedi Edinburgh because we are the co-hosts. Menina Yabrefot na Kunyamu. And Sema Efri Ghana and I say what had we na Yednina Besumu. Newe Ejuada Ekopim Fiada Diana. Nememenda so. Efri no watchi Ekopim se nundu ebebo. Media Tifisem Edinburgh. Eno Sema Esiwo Ghana Hani na watching mu na. ni aboni na no ni edi abro iti di echi ewo your Facebook page Onua 95.1 any other social media handles ni na near for Ghana sem efa somo but more than say ya now so do comment there edi atwase e ebenya daje akenkan di amount
Onua 95
emre naso edon bo emre nanye dru odafo nankasa odi asembe ni edi broye ewo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de emre naso edon bo emre nanye dru odafo nankasa odi asembe ni edi broye ewo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de emre naso edon bo emre nanye dru odafo nankasa odi asembe ni edi broye ewo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de emre naso edon bo emre nanye dru odafo nankasa odi asembe ni edi broye ewo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de
Sunday ni. Sunday ni. Sunday ni.
Ebusiafo, me dey the Mrs. Matilda Adjoa Eduboatin. You don't know how friend me. Hey, to the J pounds na obesima me die me na me di ho chia me pay. Eye me da no pa bia Saturdays and 6:30. I go see 8 and no pa die. Me no fire or doni empna twemu kama se be ya. E be ya kama na akototin. Kai Onua 95.1 FM so die. Ye no, ye dwene ho pa. Enti no kaya ho na yendi doni ye ma enye fe
Onua 95.1 FM 5.1 FM Junemo
Etiefo animunim dada se efie ni fie eye dwumadi a ewo Onua FM so na yen yetna se saade a eye no 9 de kosi no
biom sesia
enya fa wodi yesi mi atum yendu baby mewo.
All right, akwa babiem no me no aba pemu pepe. Eti efia na kwesa wote saa anwum ya na kyerese asem be ni pa no kakraka no na eba no.
Asem be ni. Asem be ni. Asem be ni. Asem ni.
Eti efia kyena ekro no wonya te sasa anwum we yi ni tipe na kyerese asem na eba no. Anu odin pa. Mesi opani kase bi wo krom ha. Oye former minister. Yamano warning. Se hotel ho pa so be beda ho biom. Oboa.
Asem be ni.
Dem pa na papa na yentra o me so mo man kwan ko hotel ho biom.
Asante.
You say say be all the guests, but so I know there debi. Onye sada. And I'm saying dem pa na papa na yentia. Mo peso be da hobium. O say onu nko a. Yetumi ma no coupon so omeda. No abeda, ombeda, no abeda, ombeda, no abeda. Your man coupons pass after the whole year. No crano. Jamas every night to be your coupon. So moka, omeda hobium.
Asante nie. Asante nie.
Eti echina nyame ya adoma bomodi ana hye so ye ne obi a kwadare wo bank adwumam ebe bonkomo aban ate bank foforo aban we bie bank foforo kra ombedi akonwa ye ena aban no ebie bank foforo na bank na aban no ebie ye no eye Development Bank Ghana. Na ma remfi say 2021 budget ye kwa kan ye for 2022 no enumu ena aban no ekreti sa bank no aban de $750 million plus 1 billion Ghana cedis ena kwashem bank ni mpanifo na diska no ba ode ma menkwa ahoma no so mra me ba na ya bonnwum we na fe mabaye ni ede amount na mene lawyer Martin Pebu Endi enkomo lawyer what men come high.
Yeah, near captain.
Madam, Bibia Boko there.
Yamina Dumo, Boko. As a captain, I'm fine. You have a no. I see a kai Ghana Fubu. Okay, Galam safe. We are much Olivamo. Master, the Mona, we are the dear. Yeah, the papa. So now, a coffee fee say yes, through. One from my Oliver, and one no, you know, Becca, and what. That 3 days, the more you did, Paddy, Yankupon be thousands. Yeah.
Lawyer, with us.
Coffee chairman won't mean in Crawford. I say, he said, you're police, no movie said, and Kaifono ain't me PM. You did well. You did well. I mean, sure.
Yamin Shaw so lawyer na ye mon komo awie emfa Ghana ye mra kuni constitution yi aya na mate ebinom say oh ye review ye constitution no ye bi say ye ntro no foforo na ye nye ne say na nema na bi o constitution mu a ensisi so ne ade wo ye mranim ni pani pai wadaroma ye constitution ankasa asem wo ho pa te say de nkrofo kan yi
oh ade de papa nye say working constitution de nye ye draw constitution to say ye no ye soro abofo sa na ye draw constitution no as you say Ghana for ye soro abofo ya nhwe say in times past no we do so many bad things, all right, in the name of the constitution. In Tinanke was said this time ye draw no ye hwe sa na man pan ye the draw constitution no but ye take the most recent one to say you see asema abakrum Supreme Court judges for this one so all the selection of Supreme Court judges the president in or nominate parliament of course obey consultation with Council of State who say Council of State is not independent near President Bekano and a Council of State omudru parliament Joe Wise cracker opposition for person who oppose bibia o discuss to table no so na opposition no disappear your wise kan or say manase book no but say nyem bi wo mo ba be ye no mo opposition wo ha na o ma to Jubilee House in class say chale adi we de NDC fu be oppose o nti mo fa camera nti o be hwe no na ye discover na afi opposition na yira nti o hwe constitution na nya president buy one get one free. President campaign no di nkunima as president na wenya to me over judiciary because on no be judges na judges so yi judges so be yi omo a on beto ama no asemba o ma dwen ne de ne ye kro nti ye be ka si omo the same philosophical different thoughts the same jurisprudential thoughts nti we design nyema mienu kaboma na mo de yi judges na mo de yi omo nanfofo no under the guise to say philosophy, jurisprudence, abrofo akese na afi nsɛm bi ba na even common sense say ɛda hanoma bɛhɛ na court say de bi nya hɔ na ɛda munnim law na ɔmo de ato bibi foforɔ say speaker asɛm yi a abayi. So constitution there was yes stand papa nyoma no also we need a complete overhaul, complete change in a lot of things in the constitution. I know the nipa be brave in Justice Doche or retire free Supreme Court cra also akabi say constitution I was here na yet president the powers no so ama yenya dictator pa unya president or nya papa to say Kufuor a we nya asem. Of course the other presidents who also they all have issues. But so far, no, you say Kufuor all the other presidents. Yeah, of course, we are at a meals free. I don't like them much, but all of them, Kufuor no why we pan Kufuor do their work. Baby,
lawyer. So, my name was say you say your mammy don't coffee mono. Emrane kyerɛ sɛ isinjai sɛ all printed ballot papers no and that makomako edu sɛ party na odi anim no ofi mu no so mbe nominate ni pa foforo ana sɛ o mo nominate but awie asem party ama ye frɛ wo no sɛ ye to 7th December ba wie na sɛ president elect no owu before swearing in date na then e be see
good okay because it is not expressly dealt with no osha na say me share constitution na me hu say okase nipa ni wu before a na ebesi ni ha me hu ne sa nti me hu ne sa no then on say lawyers nti ye wo tools ye wo niema ye de ye interpretation nti eno ne ena ya ema ye ko law school so that san niema no na ye ebeboa ye ama ye de adwen what should happen. Into me Osha, because say a vice president no, you name no before the president is elected. Almost any near banoso a poll no. But it's also true say the vice president is named before the election. And a vice president will ultimately vote. Okay, I say 2016. Kufuor who say only economics no. Yeah. Or catch the Ghana Funina say Mahmoud Bahumia on a whiskey on the economic whiskey intina or the Mahmoud Bahumia Batan who as vice president. Not those days on say chief into Mahmoud Bahumia no my lectures or her on my lectures. Oh, you may say we turn the economy around 18 months. 18 months. You better more high, you better oil. Poultry, BBR, so we change the Gadgetsburg economy, young competitors, and you may etc. It all say a fully votes. So my point is that because the vice president is a factor when you are electing, the president, can be in such circumstances. I say, the vice, and yes, sir. Then, yes, sir, constitution, into constitutional review, and in the assuming say AC, God forbid, before we get to amend the constitution, I think that we should give it to the vice. And yes, sir, I just said this is a election for fraud, and the constitution doesn't say so. See, election for fraud. The constitution doesn't say so. Until the time is postponement of election, and the constitution. But I don't say constitution natural say. BBCIA, election for fraud. So I'm thinking that in that case, then vice president also Udi.
Now, let's say a constitution, no, you were dreaming your power home.
Yes, because and I see I was an appendant can person may say, but the court, so I've not had the opportunity to look because of this. No constitutional review, meaning say some of these questions you've raised, they tackle those things. Into that person may file report because meaning say apart from the raise here, there were other questions. Constitutional Review Commission. I was hoping I'll be able to get time to go through and report no soon. But meaning say some of these things, around the loopholes, they dealt with a number of them. I was in so many meetings. A banner say between who before you close, I would call you back, say, Mummy and share, because I know that they dealt with some of these things.
All right, then a lawyer, Maminja, will never fame when India China say, Unya Hubibisa, Patrayama Yasonte.
Excellent. Yeah.
All right, Kakakadeba. Hey, Bibibo, Bibi ba pa. Eti ma membo asem no so ne tini ne kon so tete bi emma na production team no e de beto so on Facebook no so ama said ebeya obetimi edimachi na yenso ya kind of pepe the amount eti no dimachi bibia be si fine eti nyame ya adoma ebo 3 ken me ofa our hub our ha ye be bon komo enne papa ye be bon komo pa na enche producers no de to so pay say bam na me so ma hyase na me kan internal audit department procure to pay risk management internal audit report of a development bank Ghana 2024 2024 sa audit we no ahye wo mo ho sa enipa ye wo sa document we wo Ghana ha ye nduru 5 but the tia ne say obi bebu sase na ye den na wunya ye eno no de wo de sika to mi mu kura wo hu ni pakuna oyoy na audit no shase 13 September 2023 pacho makacho sa wunya te sa nwumi a efi a kine kona che say asem no de eba no eno ne ye frɛ na asem be ni ankasa 13 September 2023 ena wo mo comment say audit report na draft no ready ena da those of you on Facebook audit internal audit department procure to pay risk management now draft report no ready June 2024 TME audit report in the draft eno be ko ba bia our hub beje obehwem same beje obehwem GH boy baby obon nwom wo obeje ahwem Godwin Freeway Daniela Koha Koto nsuo ye say na obi ahwem bi obi ahwem wie na wo mo hwem no kura no ebro na wotwe eno mo de read ye it's just 57 pages but it took the bank more than 1 week and now more at the year a year draft report to shame and a fay patro for table na course what the quarter one abrabium those of you on Facebook uno obehuno and the other say if you are you have to join us on Facebook because we'll show you a lot of things and a better one seven and a final report to Dankasano bank and penny for man dead on the 7th of July 2024. Now, we share executive summary now. Background, audit objectives and scope, audit rating summary, conclusion, and then Afe yanko executive summary no. About 3 pepepa may read this part. Aha. Eti we are reading together. Pacho bank we no. Mame ma on history. Yete bank way 2022 ya na yete abante bank way 2022 ya na aban ete sa bank way edema Ghana for say sa bank yi na akuafo ene emmebu na wo pesika aye adwuma no wonko hankwaji sika President enya adwen papa ede ate bank no enipa akofa na obetena bank na no omagu bank ni say to eti ye na ye nkan sa audit report inso we kura nya auditor general na ye yo internal auditor the Onua bank na nkasa bosomuso ayetua ne ka no on na ye report we that's here the audit of procure to pay process has been rated unsatisfactory. Significant issues brought to management's attention included. The attorney said, all right. Enti the ekosi ye ina say, "Wamu din samni na koto management bank na nkasa management anim." So omo hwemu a ena management na nkasa bo twika say asam na omo de abeto yanim no emfa kwam enti ye hwehwem all right enti de yakoba ye ina say eye bibi efan delay in amortizing software expenses meba be chiro mu what say ebrofo kakraka enye hu bia sa I say in October 2023 Development Bank Ghana, that is DBG, incurred a total cost. In 2023, October, Bank Nankasano Abani Shasia June 2022. Edu October 2023. Na bank na boka 47,587,750. For procuring software licenses for the Enterprise Resource Program, Microsoft Project Tools, as well as professional fees for the implementation of the software. All right, 80 of the 47,587,750, 25,739,806 relates to the ERP and 21,847,844 relates to the Microsoft Project Tools. Though the former is due to expire in October 2024, yet it is yet to be released to the computer software GL for amortization to commence. Okay, into Brafia Mekaya in an say, Omako Krem Fidie software, Niama Menkan Fidie, the wet me at Yasia Kama. Enfidie niama kakran bank na ban na atie say ode ba be ye adwuma no na eno no omo fe no Enterprise Resource Program omo wie eno no omo akofa Microsoft Project Tools aka ho ena bank ne say omo spending Ghana yesika for free 47 million 587,750 Ghana cedis. Make 470 billion. Maku 475. And omodi akrasa niamei say ya sign contract. Na sign contract ye kwa eye document form ho pa be hu say e CEO no nko an sign ye. CEO no nko ye fa no duka. On the sign Nebra, deputy minister. Okay, enti krate ichese. Sanyama ya spend sika 47,587,750 no. Omo kwato niama ne ba ya October 2024 in ade ne ba expire. But still niama na kadem se wo ampa ya mfa ma wo mo anya adwuma. Enti I go waste. All right. Eti afei. Yen kwaso biomai. Yanko the next one. Ye wi ana de no asi ha. Na afei matom wase ababa mu ye amaw. Efi echena kono ye beba mu saa e wasembe ni so. Na wa kasa do hu say yes. Ensem e wo ho. Ascending. Eti abanya wagu bank. Sa bank aboka. We de eye ade ba ko pe na omo koto procurement ba ko pe. Ka omabo eye 47 million Ghana cedis. Openi a friend no Asian na odam sese ye ne bank no eka oboye enuru sa sika yi. All right, ti yankwaso concentration risk from outsourcing multiple functions. Tiebro from mochro we enye yen ene yetroy. A bank na internal auditors and a yes I report we na anopay me kan said adewe me am forward am president we me am was wa no na onhwe bank na obi ye no baby ade no akwakodro say multiple functions costing 6,023,423 US dollars. We are $6 million as some year cano were outsourced to Asamoah and Williams Consulting. As of December 2023, Asamoah Williams Consulting firm was responsible for 5 services comprising 1. Investor relations services, 2. Technical assistance, 3. Data science and analytics and project management, 4. On board of rural banks, and the last one, 5. Assessment, selection and automation of onboard PFIs. Asamoah in Chile na say, "Ayasa company ba kupa ye friend no Asamoah and Williams Consulting. Won na omo de sa contract we ema won. Sa contract we na omo de ma omo no enye hwe. Sa software kro na e wosoro ho apampam na yasa 47 million Ghana cedis. Ankosi agabia no. Yesa nkanema na omo ba omo be ye no eye niema mako enum. De edikan eye investor relations services. Na we oye consultant otibabi onye dwo bank ho. Na momo no womo wo eye investor relationships department e wo bank wo na so womo ntimi nya adwuma no age ye kope consultant na ono tena ne baabi na o manage na o yes adwuma no ema bank no omo say bank na nkasa omo technical team e wo ho computer we agirga we I say software ne conform we I say wo man kasa so ye adwuma ho omo head of technical but so omo tua neka na enso age wo mo kofa eye technical assistance omo jemu deba consultant ye friend no Asamoah Williams Consulting FM. Afei data science and analytics and project management. One bank no, one my survey we defense we I say you discuss kwa ha ni na mu nchechire mu keke no ni na $6 million. Obi ase he wenya hwehwe afei tie de wase ho no. On March 1, 2024, March year 2 extra services were added to the functions of AWC, thereby increasing its services to 7. All right. And the new activities comprised the development of replenishment strategy and DBG Connect. All right. It's worth noting that the firm is yet to complete the onboard of rural banks as well as automation of the selection process which began in 2022. It is said, Juma Wayne, ya say 47 million Ghana cedis baako and $6 million baako e was our bank ya aban and a day $750 million akwoshem wasanso de Ghana ye sika fofore 1 billion and assign the akwoshem no de enkra abani na say bank no aboka ma say de ate say $750 million na Ghana bind the be a bank no sa sika no asa
Asande ni.
Yeah, to be able to say 1 billion Ghana cedis in so a buying ADBA sa bank in so and so asa.
Asande ni.
About 3 pepe pass a fame every. All right. Inadequate insurance coverage for high value contract. Afeti ha hakura na ehunu. Meanwhile, Sikaira ewo insurance dim ewo bank dim. Nti echina no yebeto aso. Or say on May 12, 2023, DBG signed a contract. On May 12, 2023, DBG signed a contract with Linkcom at a contract price of $12,758,050. Abozage.
Asande ni.
All right. The vendor was to take all risks, insurance, 110% of the price of the information technologies and other goods, covering the goods at the site from all risks of physical loss or damage. As of April 18, 2024, the service provider was yet to deliver the certificate of insurance or copies of the insurance policies as evidence that the required insurance policy have been taken. Additionally, contracts valued at $19,112,558 with Kulana Ghana Limited and Kulana Services Limited, Mauritius, were issued at $400,000, representing only 2% of the total contract price. Nanado must hear this. Nanado must hear this. Mami chire mutwi. Wa mo say enema we ye kwaso bank ni muni na no. Wo be bo besia. Software na o makoto. Tech for information technologies and goods covering and goods at services provided. Any idea in no esese o mo ye insurance edito so. Said e be ya GH boy ko bo besia o bank so e bebunu. Na se wantua insurance ni betua. Sami kwa kwaji sika kakra wo de kwaye dan me de kwaye information technology sami antua na che say insurance aboka na o mafa eti sa insurance company na o mo ne sign contract no your friend Linkcom LINKCOM ewo East Legon ena o mo tam America choppable dollars see $12.7 million e man say jeko na fa insurance de bra ebusuafo Ghana for amani huna ye hunu ni se company watena ho wa mfa nko ena mpanifo sa wo bank yimu so te ho akoyi ibo odi insurance ibo odi insurance ibo odi ibo padi no wa fa Ghana for ye $12.7 million insurance no as of April 18th 2024 na insurance nenko into their bank ni ye na no na any insurance cover bank no so say wo ma bona o say da
asande ni sanbona maamla
eti de maybe sansa so ye kumdwafo didwa na we enye TV fabe woso ntimi ni opinion I am only reading na ma church mu akire udin na ma so ma ponam kom baby. Wamo ye sawie ye no afa no ma hwade ne din ade ne nsida okay nti ye be nney age kopa another company ne ye san ye ma another contract ye say tua sika ma wo so o mo nso nye e na o mu ja Linkcom no ho e na o mo kofa company ye fra no Kulana Ghana Limited and Kulana Services Limited in Mauritius. GHY converted Sikane ko Ghana series. Umubebu. And quite phone so. Eti wamofa company FN Kulana Ghana Limited. Any Kulana Services Limited, Mauritius. Ena, you 19 million, but were insured at $400,000, representing only 2% of the total contract price. Enti, one more bank and $19 million. Some of the koye insurance, no, Eddie ama bank, no. One more jisika no mo koya solution. One more move 400,000 pe. And on the insurance ma company no. Padis no. Omafa $19 million ni nyina the adwane. All right, enti mami fa wosi anyame ya adoma. One who said 2 background no. Na me yadoma echna wa wote sa anwum ye pepepa ye ni time abete sa anwum time bia ni ho ti time bia abete bia no na kire se ejetua to na ye bebom ye wie we 52 pages pepepe anwum na okay eti bank na ban ete ya na endu baby ano the akwakoba nyina na say $750 million and a Ghana buying the share bank that say any number 1. Number 2, 1 billion Ghana cedis and a Ghana buying and so at the share a year bank mu the akwakoba nyina na say bank na say wa boka sikani na no ahe medame ho aba na sameba ye beto
Fashion wo fast foi wo free school about let's say me private classes
Emre naso e don ne bo emre na nya dru odafo na nkasa odi asembe ni e de broye e wo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de Emre naso e don ne bo emre na nya dru odafo na nkasa odi asembe ni e de broye e wo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de Emre naso e don ne bo emre na nya dru odafo na nkasa odi asembe ni e de broye e wo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de Emre naso e don ne bo emre na nya dru odafo na nkasa odi asembe ni e de broye e wo dia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de Emre naso e don ne bo emre na nya dru odafo na nkasa.
Hello Ovia, you're from Felicia say find us in our class prefect. Me na me mid-morning show host of a Juma on Onua 95.1 FM. Juma day Mondays to Friday 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 p.m. What you say? It is stay glued. Obenya konkosa kakra, gist kakra, music and dance so kakra. Bye bye.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM.
Hello Ovia, you're from Felicia say find us in our class prefect. Me na me mid-morning show host of a Juma on Onua 95.1 FM. Juma day Mondays to Friday 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 p.m. What you say? It is stay glued. Obenya konkosa kakra, gist kakra, music and dance so kakra. Bye bye.
Onua 95.
Meda se Samo akwaba biom efa etwato e wasembe ni so ene awie yi ani ha yifrim boko meda se na ye bubo ensem a ye beka ho asem nde no me ma wote se wo hwe ntokwa ekoso between Israel and Gaza ase wie enwie ye I want to say, Bewrem Lebanon. I'm so many Hezbollah. We be two on mase. Eno etun chai. And what you know, woman Iran. And so, the Nibium aka hon. And now we yadane ya soreya. IDF. Israel Defense Forces. O my press conference I catch you are seeing and so mu hi obi amoa.
Assemble
na ekona eda omanim no wo mo nkrofo bia wo mo hwehwe wo makum won wo mo kan pain wo mo nkrofo a wo mo hwehwe won na wo makum won Captain Smart na kosisa wo mbenya sa nkrofo no kro bia wo mbete hohwe se sa nipa no owo sa kro no mu no wo sa kro mu ofo no sa oman no wo mo do nyame omo no be ko ahye na wo mo hia obia nso emoa. Now, answer now have about to assume I be kwenu no. We share America. Though Israel so here be more, but America sasa near makoho. Kwan be so oboa won. What dey no to nchen a? Russia tete kwan nchen ho. China tete kwan nchen ho. North Korea dey we yin anim. Say Iran any Lebanon here more is just a phone call away. Ono so obeboa won eti say China ede ships akese enenam eye nimpesu aso ho through Hong Kong ho potem ho no na eye bra North Korean so ono so de ne warships no so enenam afafa ho omo tete minimum nipa omo tete no the Encrofor can say there's a possible third world war. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss.
Na Bibi Aboko. Mo. Do you see a possible third world war?
There can't be any third world war.
Embabium.
Never in the history of the world.
And then Tinama Okansa.
Well, there's no free territory be a war by be any part of the world. The First World War, the Second World War, there were still territories. Now, as I say, you won't see your baby, I did that. The superpowers of the world, America, Russia, English, France, Spanish, Portuguese. Not the world. The war was possible because now will be also super nipa. And then the superpowers at the time, British for Kontokwa, no timba befa Ghana Gold Coast, no no call. Now there's no Gold Coast. Now there's no Rhode Island. There's no Rhodesia. There's no country. Daho any part of the world that more or less when independent. At the time of the World War, first one and second one, the 178 countries of the world, now a lot of them were under occupation, a lot of them were under colonization.
Okay.
Now Ghana independence, in the case of Ghana as a typical example, since 1957, you come 67 years of independence. And two person say UK or British government or Kokan Tokwa, say or Iran, or Iraq, or Saddam no afraid for no afraid Nana Kufuado, Mam Ghana for soldiers 10. And say Ghana soldiers 10 Kokan Wako Kondia. Then the country near where affected, once to me back Ghana Beko. At the same time, if you look at the whole world, all the 6 continents of the world, you're talking about the North America, you're talking about the Africa, you're talking about the South, and then the Europe, and now the Middle East. That is the Asia side.
Captain Smart.
Australia, that continent, the Pacific down, Peking in 6 years. Chame baby bako pe. I said land ebi daho. Na land ne daho no. Any of the superpower of the world, either the United Kingdom, either the France, either the Americans. America quite the ideal in as you look at it, apart from Panama, and Puerto Rico, and Solomon Island. America wanko baby anko occupy any country. America wanko colonize Ubia.
Okay.
Liberia, America wanko colonize Liberia. Liberia a friend is a NGO in the colonize room. Then American government.
NGO, yeah, it's NGO.
Yes, NGO in the colonize Liberia.
NGO, man.
It was an NGO. I forgot the name.
Non-governmental organization.
Yes, so yeah, they went to live in Liberia, occupy Liberia, and then formalize. So when we American NGO and American for a bear more or less in NGO, Liberia was not
colonized by America.
No, America.
It was an NGO.
NGO.
Wow.
America was Africa. Asia, America was Koho. Oceania, you know, the Australian continent. Only Solomon Island and America, but even Solomon Island at a point to grow with Jim. In the Chame, which part of the world? As a United States ne or so Kokwa. America can only rely on the allies. Who are the allies? The allies are from friends of America, and they use the terminology. Either you are with us or you are not part of us. Which are the countries? Spain, Italy. That's the European country, only America, Portugal. And some few other countries. Holland, so the America and then the Kontokwa on tutu. German, would the America as a friends of America, or country be on tutu, or humanitarian. Germany, only America.
Netherlands, Germany, America, Luxembourg, on
tutu. Austria, only America, Kobe, friends of America on tutu. Country, only America, Kobe, so support friends of United States. UK on open to dada. France open to Italians tutu, Spanish tutu. But most of the middle European countries, no, the American Kobe they don't, including the Balkan countries. The Balkan country, Poland, a Red Cross nation, red, gold, green, red, white, red flag. A Red Cross, Switzerland Red Cross, Austria Red Cross, Canada Red Cross. Even Canada on the American share border no on Kobe Bianco tutu da. So at what point would America ever generate into World War? It's Israel. Israel, Middle East. How does it affect Africa? It doesn't affect Africa because Israel when you colony ha, and a colony be no bit my baby fan. Why me colonize any country in Africa? So Israel has no legitimate, and no African country will follow Israel. Diplomatically, you bet my akasa. African bit to make comments, but even with that crown, with a little bit measurable your friends' statements, on to me Israel is so cock. Iran can talk on Israel, some African country, why close ties, colonized by Iran, our kwakoko. So if you set it aside, then let's come to Europe. Russia, Ukraine, it was the mistake of the West, and for that matter, the Western world. Almost 13 at the beginning as military operations. So at the military operations, now Belgium, a European Parliament, European Union, and then the Western world, the superpowers, they could have stopped the world, the fight for at that point, because Russia was started so war or starting military operations. So Monjai Russians na Omabedi Ukraine na mo harazu ewa Crimea region. And a Ukraine for an enjoy. And a Russia started so or military operations or kofa Crimea for into one day or cross over border for Crimeans 700,000 or more in a Russian passport. That was a military operation. Or you have military operations now Ukraine started so more common. Person Russia giddy. And a Russia just one jaya may invade. So there are 3 series and stages of the fight of Ukraine Russia. The first one was the military operation. The second one called invasion. So when they went invasion, one would have expected say the world will stop and then exercise decorum and sit down on the table. That was the time a European Union and the world, I call it say your friend NATO say then the brand Boris Johnson. The fight Ukraine Russia till today was Boris Johnson's cause. Where is he? It's Boris Johnson who told Ukraine not to sign the peace agreement. Because at that time Russia was prepared to sign the peace agreement. Now when the invasion no come back to Moscow, Boris Johnson said we will support you to fight. In the more unsigned. So Zelensky walked out of the table. That generated into war. So if a war is declared, war has no limit as to when and how it will end. Okay. But let us not forget, the Western world in Ankasano, without mentioning countries, they know and they are benefiting war. Because the war no more Ukraine today, orgy arms, orgy ammunitions, orgy weapons, orgy wenu, you see it's a gift. It's never a gift. It is never a gift. One way or the other they will pay. And there are some services companies are more benefiting. Say even American crown or to Ukraine, your service company beyond the coach and see the issue. And this is your consultancy consortiums.
That's right.
And to also making money. So they just don't want to stop. Even though the background rationale is that Russia, the power, now share the genesis of the UDSSR, how we breaking the republics of Russia from Boris Yeltsin and Gorbachev, a quite fast one. Breaking the wings of Russia. And this said the superpower of UDSSR, the Soviet Union. Then the Soviet Union said, country be free, so on in Russia and Babacon. The only country that left the Soviet Union, only Russia tries to Babacon, including all the allies, was Afghanistan. And Afghanistan at that time was supported by the UK and the British. And the creative Osama and the Russia the first country to break away from the Republic of UDSSR. Now, if you're talking about, say, World War III, a bit Messiah, it is not possible. Even French, until now, only the Oman independence 60%. No, hold 40. No. So French, or call Afghanistan, or call support to American, or call French countries, no, I call pick soldiers bear 1 or 2. So soldiers in a French for don't call Afghanistan from the African countries. One of them, Guinea. One of them, your friend is saying Burkina Faso. One of them, Niger. And one of them, Mali. All those boys whom they call as French legionnaire. Dom ka omami ho kokon ye no. Domboya, de no koy. Kokon Afghanistan. Oba ye no, and oba be ye nuku. Asimi goita, no a French legionnaire. De no ko Afghanistan. Ena Damiba, kana Damiba, do ye kuya Traoré betu no say a French legionnaire. Then Chiani of Niger, also so no a French legionnaire. And to all my French for they didn't take the whole army. They selected the specialist ones and apart from that, and to me Koba say Afghanistan, be free Afghanistan say France for Bano, na Mali, so you knew in Tumba Mali Ababeko. So where is the third world coming from? Okay. The third world is only possible, which has already come. We've experienced the first third world. The third world, a non-conventional, no conventional weapons, is the health world. War and then COVID. Okay. COVID was designed in a way to break and then weaken some countries' economy. Either than that, Captain Smart and Chair were in a tier 4. Who was the last person to be treated with COVID? Where did the COVID go? How many people, including you and I, may who injection no? And then COVID in the where did the COVID go? As of 2020. And China didn't sell good around the world. The only country of China, 59,000 euros, nose mask. In January 2020, Abrana China tricking Europeans. I'm a company be a China no Oma ton cheap at the municipal assembly of the country of China cities. No China so wapejanensa. Yare na ba no ntimi nso and Italians. Companies, Americans, Germans will be a jano no monko. China up to today, who baby you see in Nipa. China's economy from COVID to today grew stronger than any other country in the world. China, after German man who knows mass, or 10 years around 6 months later, or my American ventilators, but could be at $25,000. Italy, no more China for the Chinese doctors and the baby Italians. UK for match baby I say a Wembley any a friend is saying the other airport or second airport here in London or match airport no convert into hospital and for another ho Spain for match train na no SIR for no treat say no coffee France match stadium that stadium treat say no coffee and then the Americans what did they mention so they lost guard. And a Chinese for no say Samoya Security Council, not the Permanent Security Council of the UN, United States, United Kingdom, France, and America, and Russia, with China. China and can be beer with tables on Russia, ma other foreign fanya jumada. Shirame, ever since in the history of the World WHO, World Health Organization, Shirame draw Russia for the WHO for approval as a malaria drug. Shirame back. Adentina Russia malaria drug de yenye. Adena Chinese malaria drug de yenye. Malaria drug ne aginu krum ha no. Enye France company, enye German for na beji contract no. Enye UK for na beji contract na. Americans. No mu jiwia no ma sublet ama Western European countries. Na yare ba ko ne malaria the same tontom na keka Captain Smart no. The same tontom na ho. Adentina dey change aduro no. Why are we always changing it? I tested some modaiquin
from chloroquine.
From chloroquine, I tested. Debiano, ye change a drone din. Country produce, company produce a different. But the same malaria now. Symptoms not change you mujama Debbie. So how come I say the same symptoms, but all the time we get different drug? We ne ye.
Yes, and tonton more advanced.
And tonton mutate. Omo mutate. And tontuma a walk Kosovo. And tuntuma ewo Afghanistan, and tuntuma ewo Turkmenistan, and tuntuma ewo your friends Azerbaijan mono, and yes, and tuntumi be na waha. And yet, even America and Canada, all catches and tuntum they wonka. Well, Captain, Wawako, Florida, Florida, tuntum, okay, one on the size, okay. Do you understand what I mean? And Tini na no ye, Adia China for international Mr. D. But the world lost God said about 2, 3, 4, 5 years before the COVID. Obeshia China Nibia or Europe no she nose mask. Obeshia China Nibia American airport no she nose mask. That time that was the time I know do testing. Where is the COVID? That was the Third World War. And the Third World War in terms of medical, no, Yemusa the country Ethiopia. Ahmed Abiy as the Prime Minister. And then the WHO. WHO, your friend is Omo as Chief Executive and I say the head of WHO. Onye Ethiopian. Mm-hmm. Did you see throughout the COVID? Ethiopia Airline, one packet one day. Onua WHO. The whole throughout the COVID 2 years now, country behind ground Ethiopia Airline making now the best airline, the fifth best in the world. Because of COVID, Skonya. Other than on here WHO, on the head of WHO, where Ethiopian, no my Ethiopia airline, but all the major airlines, Ubia Grandier, Kelemuina Grandier, Ethiopia no Juma. Where was it coming from? And we've gone through the process of the Third World War through health. The other ones in economic sabotage, industrial sabotage. These are the world wars that we're living in. The conventional weapon with world war, it can never happen because as I see the only country of the world, the only island of the world is West Papua. I was South Pacific. And when as I said up to now, only independence and only self-determination, only African descent, Indonesia, Afa de our war and the guide you that is the only world, any place.
What's it? What are they?
West Papua, snakes. Snakes, the whole country, Nipa 4 penalty ever since. The independence. And it's the biggest island of the whole southern your friend is Oceania State.
Normally then protect almost
all the pythons, the only prison in the world guarded by pythons, snakes, our war and the guide you They have a president, Benewenda, living in UK as hosted president in the United Kingdom. British for quarantine conquer free into a
there be one president in it, baby.
Or Benewenda, he's my friend. We can call him now and put him online. The president of the Republic of West Papua, Benewenda. He is my friend. I call him personally. You can call him right now. He will pick. His country is guarded by pythons. It's the only country of the world that only territorial, only flag, Yemen flag. Do you understand me?
And Indonesia,
Indonesia. And British is not talking about it yet. Because when you go to the South Pacific, Kiribati, Tahiti, what do you mean? Nauru Island, Tonga Island, Micronesia, Tonga Island.
Okay, sorry.
Micronesia, Polynesia Islands, Niue Island, Solomon Island, PNG, Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, any Fiji. Some countries, including Vanuatu. Some countries, West Papua, and their population is more dense populated. They are bigger than Jamaica. They are bigger than a friend saying Antigua and Bermuda. They are bigger than Haiti. They are bigger than St. Lucia. They are bigger than your friends Dominican Republic and all those countries. Add to this is the only country in the world that only territorial heritage. Only will be
no flag, no nothing.
Nothing. They don't allow. They don't have passport and they don't have anything. Only Palestinians. These are the only territories in the world that only in a passport. Do you understand me? But even with that.
Wow, this one I don't know.
You will never know.
I've never heard
say
of
this.
This one there.
So when I meet the British commissioners of British what are you people doing? You host a president in your country. European Union there be a window.
Enti omo kwato abano woni kurum ho a.
Abano ekrom ho na to abano kra na wo ma to abano. Indonesia for one krom chinizio metwaniti as the president of the country. Because me nipa for no mdwane to Australia back or Holland and no nipa for pen every country no in the history of that country. West Papua, and yet is the biggest island of the whole Swahili, sandwiched between Australia and New Zealand. And all these countries are named the 13 friends.
This country is sandwiched by Australia and New Zealand.
Yes, in between. Yes.
And then Indonesia is what?
Indonesia. Omo bad territory sea no. What I say? Ocean no. Omo bam. Oma beji aho. Aho na Indonesia nya ne oil and resource ni sika onyamia from West Papua. And the British is not talking. I've put this.
And America is also quiet.
America is quiet about it. Nobody speaks about it. It's the only, and they are blacks and African descent. You can just like West Papua. They don't have one more president or to UK.
And to plane call.
Plane when the airport, when the train station, when the bus stop. Car crown Indonesia car so ya car ni moment trakem. 2.5 million population.
And it's a country?
It's a country. They are bigger than Jamaica. They are bigger than all this. There is the kind of
no airport,
no nothing. You need plane, you need a BBR. Australia for a port closer to your friends. Indonesia or port closer to the country. They use so military in the car. The helicopter and you see for more. So far, baby, I be so be jaya.
I want to understand.
Every youth.
Car
be Australia for the use car. You for the use car. Indonesia for soldiers na use car. Meanwhile, East Timor is smaller than that island. But East Timor, American, British, France, and the Western world were instrumental forcing Australia, Indonesia to give East Timorese and make it a country. Maldives is all the how old Maldives? How many are they? They are not even up to 1 million. But a holiday destination. What about West Papua?
I think we need to start a crusade.
It's another subject that we have to deal with it.
Now, my from Africa, can I feel me by a call Israel, ne Gaza and Papres one, but more than a fish and swami said they were 5:39 direct no a year ready no so ya sene and a Blue Financial Services a MG washing powder and so a can be and a bingo bet and so a sene will took room of fine a suman motors ekuta enchen and a yede pimco e basa ma fami ko boko kakra.
Yes.
What is happening?
What is happening is the weaknesses of the country and our preparedness to solve the country's problem as far as Boko is concerned. The security problem, the security authorities, I'm talking about national security. The country had not come out to say, but then I know, and they know, Ghana about 60% of the national budget. 60% of security budget. Mm-hmm. Anytime a Boko uprising Biano, it goes to Boko, one city. 60%.
Northern Ghana,
the whole Ghana budget.
Yes, security budget.
Yes, security budget.
There be a crisis, be pure Boko Biano.
60%.
Only 60% of your total security budget. Eko Boko.
They should come and say it is not.
Debut. 6% and I said 60%.
60%. Because who move military, who move police. Permanent for operation. Who comes the joint security forces. Now do Boko for how many months? How many months no more? Over the whole year.
Wow.
What do I say? Chairman armed forces, chairman police joint security. Apart from armed robbers, and we internal domestic police joint unit. Chairman military move kota krade. Chairman military move ko sunyane.
Biniho.
Chairman military move ko Volta region.
Ebiniho.
Chairman military move ko Western region.
Ebiniho.
Chairman joint military move ko Central region. Chairman military ko Ashanti region.
Ebiniho.
Eastern region.
No.
Him find a military ko.
Of course.
Not even Tamale. Boko, the tip and the smaller country. A smaller part of the country. Why do we have Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police, BNI, National Security, Military Intelligence, Military Police, Immigration, Customs, Paramilitary, Omnina all combined, Omaka how many forces, and Omadu Omduomoko. Nipa do say na ho. Obi ada 1 night say. Hotel budget say na the mom. You need camp or you need military base or. So if a country think they are smart, now your problem persistent, consistent, prevailing story, prevalent, every year biaboko eba. What stops the Republic of Ghana? So basic military base.
Our boko. No, this soldier for
not permanent. Are we so stupid?
That's a good one.
Are we as a country so stupid that the whole country, meanwhile, Mamprusi Kusasi on records, they are minority tribes of the country. They are kind of major northern tribes. Frafras are more than these two.
Oh.
Dagatis are more. Walas are more. Dagbanis are more. Dagumbas are more. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Gonjas are more. So you can talk about the little tribal settings one north. Why it has not gotten an escalation? It's always contained between Mamprusi and Kusashi. Omye nkwana eko. Fra form free bologa so okokumbia ma obia. Dagomba sem konko kokubi ma obia because they're a minority tribe.
Okay.
Dagate sem crosso emfa nandom enko navrungu enka so omukwa akokubi. Yente so se gonja for so mko support either Mamprusi or Kusashi. Wangara scrum no more top on. Wangara don't even go in there. Gruma people don't go. Be mobile, they don't go and fight. It is always Boko, Mamprusi, Kusashi. So if it is Mamprusi, Kusashi, why are they the only people in the north? Or in the good name of what? Chieftaincy. Gate 1, gate 2. What's me a Mamprusi hine? What's me a Kusashi for hine? With all due respect. And so what? What do we get from that part of the country, calling it a national income? What do we get from Kusashi land or Mamprusi land? With all due respect, I appreciate it much on it has a bearing of the Ghana national income positively. What do we get out from there? The country in the economic highest pool, the highest pool of this country is in the western region. Wagreke ho ukoko ho. O bodia ho, o oil ho, o bauxite ho, o manganese ho, o bibia ho. So about 50% of the Ghana national income come from one region, western region, and yet know the bad schools, know the bad roads, know the bad developmental agenda in the west. They have not raised arms. They haven't fought. Christian Kwenye. What is said western country be western town be obian Kwenye. Na se wasin ye kwaji sika ni firi ho wia ye kwaji koko ni firi ho wia na mo volunteer to national budget na ma for security budget na mo de ko one town enye two towns boko na ma ko say sika no. Is it fair? Security budget say na kwa Ashanti region, security budget say na Cobra half region in order of national income and where it comes from. No, you can talk about yes, Greater Accra also volunteer in the land. I'm at the capital. So whether I like it or not, they never come. But the original, what kind of list of real physical contribution? You can talk of the West. You can talk second of the Ashantis, the Brown half region. Are you getting me? In that order, Greater Accra, even Eastern region, because they control also of cocoa, also of farms, even Volta region. Shira media free that northern tip at the bad national income no Bokope.
Okay.
So therefore the country is not having her peace. Yabenya this issue one Konkoba ene Nanumba estatia no ye It took one police officer, Walankaki, he moved police there and stop. Excuse me. That funny and it never happened again. And Musa said, if we're talking about the Fourth Republic, and Nasa issue, Abe issue from 1992 by Pimne, it had been there years back. But 1992 by Pimne, there, government upon all the 8 governments under the Fourth Republic, Obia Benya issue ni bi. President Kofonya ni di. President Mahama Benya ni di. President your friends Atamios nyame di. Jerry nyane di. Nana Addo nyane di. Enti mi Musa said, enti omo bia no ha wonya adwen say sabi. This is the situation. Na ye the soldiers be free Accra. Ni aye coalition. Ni afre forces. Air Force kakra, Navy kakra, ye be free Takra, the near dome nyina gukem. Transportation to that place. And then now on your permanent base. No Boko Central ho. Near the case be bar. Yeah, it's a story as a time my boys in Sabi and Kwasasema. Obi sorry no akwa shi crew 17. No akum nipa no amacha tu no moko. Information gathering as a country. Any information processing as a country, we have a difficulties with that. Because Ghana knows how to gather information, we don't know how to process information. And for that matter, no, or gather information na baby, or process it bad. And then politicians are behind. But then, Captain, for your records, young called the ministry of Interior from colonial time. From 1957, independent, before even the independence, Gold Coast time, it's the only ministry. Obia need 2 years. Even Abrofo ministry no Obia need 2 years. Throughout Jerry's time, or changing Minister of Interior and you only now form Free North, just purposely to solve that issue. And Juma, President Kofo back to back, checking the records. Who were his Minister of Interior? Or for defense, no affair interior. Apart from say far, Adokufo Ninia, air defense, no throughout the journey of time, no. Minister of Interior, there be a no Free North.
Alasan was first.
Yes. Chucky Rollins, the record, Minister of Interior, Omina no me a Northness. President Mills of a Northness. Nanado Dankwa, wafa also afabi. What about your friends, John Mama? Kumbo for defense, Wayongo for interior. What happened? And how is it all the time? No, Northern Minister of Interior, purposeless because of the Boko conflict. Yes, we had a friend is Yana and Abuduni and Dani. Nanado, one of the achievements to me, why are there? That problem was able to solve. Even that one, in my view, is bigger than the 2 that we are talking about. Say Yana and Dani Abudu for Smokus peace pipe. There's peace, permanent peace over there. And then that country, the Biano, Omoha HS, that particular part of the city. Now when you idea funny.
Debbie.
The funny aspect that I was talking about, information gathering and information processing. District BNO Bokwa, Yeni BNI, permanent resident officer Otiho.
District BNI.
And your what district security council. That's a coho. And your war. Your
municipal security council.
And your regional security council. Yes, our police stations, district police station, divisional police station, and some your regional police station. Our Bolgatanga. In the Captain Musa, in the BNI for one Peke, the story. The CID for her Peke, the military intelligence, our cover the nation on Peke. The police CID in Peke, immigration for her, Oman Peke signal, customs for border and Oman Peke. These are all part of the security companies, the security community. And the captain. So, we now then a conflict in a team. Sorry, you gather information, intimate process and stopping before its arrival. Can anybody tell me why? If it is not, quote unquote, say it is a means that country needs to feel entertained and happy. Say yes, say a security budget. And as to today, Captain, say cause security budget in the military strength. You buy election in a month's time. What do security forces? Aye police, aye army, aye migration, aye custom. What do boko? If something is happening in Brahaf region, I think I'll withdraw. If something happens in Takrade, Afe na call drum. And then the election has it that the country must have a fair balance of security outlook. The whole country during the election. But some Captain, the interesting thing is that up to today, the Ghana Security Agency, headed by National Security, Omakanche me, and they will say, which state of the 3 flags and the security alarm you womb? Are we in red, or we are in yellow, or in green? They don't come out to say. The country generally has a green, because you need any presence of the UN, you need presence of any organization be Captain, would you mean? Any military operations be our Ghana bush, except this Boko. Any in Krasa war, no Alavanyo Nimkunya, Tiabo Fre war, Sanquasia war. Apart from that, I ain't find your any issue. Alavanyo in Kunya, so ya for back crank or the Tiabo Fre room name room, Obian for Obi for Moho. And to tell me the whole country Ghana, 267,000 kilometers. Square kilometers of this country. You need one political prisoner at the jail. You need one president or exile. You need figure to go outside. And you know I say country most wanted. In such a country, then I'm one city. It may disturb with security. Captain Enoma, can you tell me who sat here a journalist? You're one person or several prison sentence because of MPP. You're one person or several sentence because of NDC.
Back we know your friends. And you know
and then the economic crime, and yet because of his party affiliation.
Okay. Decided matter.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
And Ghana is so blessed, and I've said, your security intelligence community in England. Sometimes I'm sorry to say they are funny because they don't understand the country's security profile. The security profile, they say, what should the whole country? You need bush. One single bush be an official uniform. I should know. Ghana police mekancham dan par mekancham say police for 20 dwane editu ahwehwe mu woni obi ahwe military obi anwane ye immigration obi anfatu anwane ye customs obi anfatu anwane ye as at the time of President Kufuor, as I keep mentioning 2005 the most wanted man in this country 40 million population was Atayi was just a common criminal sika de ma Kufuor achi so nkochi na 500 Ghana cedis where country ISO 500 cities most wanted under President Kufuor 2005. Kufuor Bachim Kopa Atayi Inchino 500 Ghana cedis. It is such a country. Ya no be do election. Me no be say project before say election be to abano. Once election here, I don't talk. I keep quiet and sit quiet. We didn't bank one makoda. But I want the Ghanaians to know that nobody should ever think that this is a country that can plunge into crisis. It's never happened. It's not true. It can't. Obiano war. Crime of coffee per ma to Cassia Marco, Eddie Banku Difufu, Kwa heavy do Koram and Nama Gunko Fufu so. Second to bit Marco. Who is to fight? Cross tribal marriage, Ghana leads the world.
Oh, sir.
Cross tribal marriage, Ghana leads the world. Greater Accra, Gabia Befani be United Nations, blood the one mocha bear 5. Ne papa Gonja, ne mami we, ne papa we. Aya no anya tikroma. United Nations body, and what dinner. What power for Gabia Accra, captain we smart. We didn't smart, but we are smart. Kobusa. Ne mami akwapem, me mami and kind. Ne mami
United Nations body.
United Nations. And you are sitting kroma. Oh, fan crania behind papa and run papa we. Oh, fan fatty. Chef fancy a West marriage. Cross. And no back 4 language, 4 union, 4 grandparents in a beefy free north. So the country cannot fight. We live side by side. We've never had a religious uprising. Konima. Nakwa baby a Pentecost dancing, never baby a master GC. Omo train in Cremofo and a pa azan. Ye team we are sorry ya. Mu am to fati anom si de Suzonya mekania di animu. What is Obiako? What is Obiako Nima? Oh, sorry ho.
Debbie.
Huh? What to be?
Debbie.
This is not a country. These politicians sabi in crossing for a bit to me de and a country. Won't me Obianko. Accra or T market or T road. Airton idea. On the 50 Ghana no Sunday man ma me cross 20 seed no Sunday man. On quantum fan go nyina kwa Hong Kong. And Rollins regime 19 years of Rollins rule 11 years military no coup bien who etimi succeed here. Onya 24 coup attempts. Ba ku kran succeed because Bush bien no abetina mu. bush bia no abetino mu.
They say forest no crane yetun Ghana.
There is no forest because clever president Kufuor Chado. What the ma bia moto jani bia koye ko ahuri abesa abo because be si obi fie. That time I know Msha Bema Campo no Mnyura Mishano, and then you're Biani Babia. 4 BN Kumasi Confanoche, I had a trotro station.
I don't know crew.
A trotro station. That's why I didn't a trotro station. And the Ghana mini military camp obey my whole coup d'etat. And to man your Bayaku may catch them is not true. You cannot have a coup d'etat. And I'm also warning, taking this opportunity. American for give him a warning. American ni catch yourself about restrict or visa restriction. You know no ka. One time obi also obey both MPP and DC. They cannot try. They should know. If they don't know, some of us will tell them. Ghana will not be allowed by the international community. It will be the last country that will fall.
Ghana.
The last country that will fall. As an African country to have a fight. The last country. The democracy. You bet me now say you start you box in the ballot box near ya kwasi a wagimi no and your babo na sum election day e bi bo and your babo asum etu de be beto kwasi abewu but I know chese obi be ho wuo ho aba bekom. It's normal.
Sunday ni
American election kwasi ebo nipa asum. German election wa bo ye bo police for bo. Do you understand me? It is a fine country, it's a nice country, but I've said and I've mentioned woman better programs in security aspect. The only security aspect. So and they don't understand the country that they are talking about.
Any security aspect.
40 million populated country. You need blue helmet. You need soldier. You need United Nations blue helmet. Chamada you and Bahabe Patan Tokwa.
Debbie.
Do you understand? Until I know cyber security. Who told you say cyber crime in my country? Why na ka say cyber crime in country too? Obi tini ma to na laptop. Now also what Jimenez or cyber or ebo mu krono na no aba generate into tokwa. Those are the security vibes security experts no ebekeka. When we are talking about country, we're talking about the country security profile. And what is the real security profile? Young cop dan parimfa the most wanted Ghanaian man wa hamra. Nia hwe ni pakro. All natives.
Sunday ni
Obi called dansuma no akwa hu wonu ayi abrewa bi pant na dansuma police wash. We sorry we say there was security situation.
Sunday ni
Obi we are Kaneshi marketer. Obi chi obi phone na. Near I say arm robber. And then a phone snatch better than arm robber. This is a fine country. We are short of information processing. We gather information.
That we don't know how to process.
Na country obi ni soldier ni police ni jina exchange bullet. Kofi ni Kwame ni womu tutu bullet. Ya chene kwa is alleged suspect.
Sunday ni
Country be na edesa. Konfona mu atutuo na mu a wonana oni police wa exchange gama ni nam kurabu no. Police ni kwa yeden ba court ni ya ba ni gini nan. Onu amon ne docket kra no suspect. And when I saw the suspect, no I can't police English woho. We don't have that security challenges. And to Boko Diane, me, I see it say the state is not prepared to solve the problem.
No.
If the Ghana government is prepared to solve the problem, 2025 January 7th, whoever is sworn into this country as the president of the republic, the first thing that we would understand.
Only military base.
Military base.
Wow.
Sunday
Our border and so now put to the one of the contingents, a combat a unibin. Our inside the central near Sasemusu. What would you in our left? You in our left gate. What would you in our right? Would you in our right? Who could you in our hand? So why you in our hand? Now I had then.
Sunday
Country crash independent. Now big would do a biswa and I don't know my menu so and I'm your and I'm in your hino. Excuse me to say, Sahino, our yen, a den land. Bayre do se nom diaba. Bayre do se nom diaba. And Ponche do se nom diaba. Omontio, Sabo dancing a bukina, or then an entry babaton.
Sunday ni
And your nom di fiba. And your border nechi. And a bukina for you, man entry. I don't know that part of the country. Also, so what that kind of a land na and wait me so at the nantri ni biaba. And then I do my meton nantri. na da bia ye boa soja nia no ye boa military for near do ko and na kra they do to the stand say military for kwa no ma attack wo mu. Should that be the case?
No.
Should that be the case?
No.
Obi na in military uniform, police uniform. Wakra na ma national security say your friend say yeah na immigration. They also have the right to live. They have the right to live. They have family to take care of. Now what one now kwa him for sema. So jeni ono ba abepe peace no. Mu homa na mututu omutu. Should that be the case?
No.
Is that what the country wants?
No.
On match national security budget do omdi and they should tell Ghanaians say when the time omdi national security e de kokwa e de kwa kwapem e de kwa Volta e de kwa Captain Ukrom see akopata ntokwa. Apart from this chieftaincy and your marketing getting no kwano what is your bobi sumu ya tututu and your table free tuna and no na matter na die every day boko Jerry time okay or stop so ma expectation kon off.
That's right.
Hona no oka ho asem that time no hona no oka ho asem because Dagbani land Dagombas omo nom expectation excuse me wala omo nom expectation Gonjas omunum expectation. Until that time no, it was there and was stopped so my expectation called off. Since expectation no, nothing you said the upper east upper bokun muina amsu yankremo for. And what is really the problem? What is really the problem? Sa wunu ni ate maslech muti mosque. Ye nyina Quran ba ko ne yekai. Ni woku na na woku e den na wo benya woso. What do you get out of it? In fact, if you don't even manage your way with the emotions will say some of us are yet the security situation as no one manage you worse you even just only slip up but I think say Captain Moamoka say you know mun use medium no near educating and some of us now who different program line no will come and speak and tell politicians say it is not true. So any Ghanaian politician ebetima move one single Ghanaian e de na ko street so okokon woma omo yankwase afọ agimi e na beji politician bi ati ekwa akotutu ebeku no because kuna politician na mu no yanku no bi e na oba wa ye 1000 Ghana cedis ye bo nwuma obesa e no anu anu awie.
All right. I only 95.1.
One pia wakwa ye abo nsa more than 1000 da.
Omo chedo be brilliant 1000.
1000 oba 1000. Wasa beji fans. Yasa manatena ye na about 2 o'clock 2 hours no sorry or co program for we ninti na wuye wa wu banza what they are smart to obusu so waja ma ho onko hwe wo mu ni school fees won tua enti Ghanaians youth especially mo amose pumbama politicians are confused because of 50 cedis wu a wa wu banza.
All right. Where the say pass no kwasam nyamenim say first day mponi
odafo na nkasa
mama dia na me hombra finally na Abraham Sembesa ba ye ne wo fa wie ko anim a messages na aba Facebook no edo so pa 546 messages abeba na ya bekan Pacho, ye ba sesi abaya sma miedu na fe wofa ya call Israel ni Gaza and ni Lebanon ni Gaza mpepre so ne he. We'll be right back.
Emre naso edone bo emre nanye dru odafo na nkasa odi asembe ni edebroye ewodia 95.1 ejuada we ni ye pa hontima dokro pepepe na dwumadie ni gina so de.
Hello Ovia, you're from Felicia say Fine girls in our class prefect. Me na me mid-morning show host of Ejumejuma on Onua 95.1 FM. Jumedi a Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 p.m. What you say? And to stay glued. Obenya konkosa kakra, gist kakra, music and dance so kakra. Bye.
Onua, you're from NKG, Nana Kwame Jan. Me na Onua Showbiz, me de hu chame. Every Saturday 10 a.m. na me de Onua Showbiz ebro. Many impenifo omagidini ewo entertainment industry. Me sinkonya near the entertainment news. Papa discussion. Papa na ebro. But before then, Friday 2 p.m. Bia, yeah, the 30 minutes, bro. 30 minutes, you know, we break the news. Entertainment news, Bia, while to say yes, with the news, with the baby Fibane, a mudo, yeah, breaking news on the mount. Now, you share headlines about within the week, you know, near the and also amount. Auntie, I was saying about more than every Saturday, 10 a.m. Now, I'm fat, Onua Showbiz, FM, bro. I want 95.1 Onua FM. Yeah, general.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah, general.
All right, yakwaya ya sign aba. Me hu ni pa ben sa obi abusa say na advert you John dey kwa ne bo me akra me ntiase. Say ye be bo MPPD ni bi afrem why? Mon kama komanto mo yam. Wo mo bisa show we asembe ni o ti we do asembe aba ye be.
Asembe ni.
Ti dey dan no. Say I say we ni ya doso. Okay, anyway. Over.
Boss.
Israel.
Yes.
Gaza.
Yes.
Miswa mete Gaza mpepre so na yo papa ba ko kan news o Fox FM nya me fa ne kransie me ne ko ye adwuma o Fox FM kakra wo face mountain o kan news na se drew Israel ne Gaza the we o sika Gaza mpepre so na nya de didi agrokra ye nyini abedu samre ye date Gaza.
Yes.
Yete Israel ne Lebanon.
Yes.
Yete Israel ne Iran.
Yes.
History ne say ye den ntimi ntwai.
Well, we call it world order. Enya de bit me track. No.
Saase ntokwa we.
No.
Asembe
Enchada.
Never.
Onua.
Ntomo hosa no ma plan no ma kobako.
Yes, it started from 1948.
Enfa huni nipa dodo ebewu.
They do not mind and they do not care.
Asembe
Both all the nations involved, no.
They don't care. The point is that you were under the UN Charter. You see, every country, every group, individuals, they have the right to live and they have the right of self-determinations. So you can self-determination now. Say to be able to lead, determine when you want to sleep, the kind of government you want, who should lead you, and then how your government or how. Provided say more numbers. You know. In the 1948, the issue of 2 states was on the table. Palestine nation and Israel nation. Now, they could have done it from that there and then. And I always would ask, and then let's topple the British, and then let's topple the United States at that time, and the allies. I want to say, declare Israel as a nation without declaring the Palestine as a nation. And to the 2-state affair is where we are today. We share the time of declaration of Israel as a state, as a state, you know, state of Israel. David Ben-Gurion, the first president, prime minister of Israel. We share at that time now, even him, they would have expected say there 2 declaration. Now could be unfound the land. Because we be onim Israel. Our Israel. We share the Gaza side. We share the Hebron. We share the West Bank. Now share the side of the Israel. Today's Israel. Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Gat, Elat, and those places in Inano. The country Israel in Inano, saying from south to north, 250 miles. West to east, 90 kilometers, 90 miles. It's not even up from here to actually, that is the size of his width. And it is Israel and a Palestine so WOHO. Commonsensically, if not diplomatic hitches, and then yet the world order, see and person be solve the problem now. So my Palestine say a crew, also in a port, also in a uniform, a police uniform, also in a passport, so also a Palestinian. Then again, like Boko issue, na aye den. Any the baby. Take back through the history of since 1948. Benjeron, Obai back to back, 2 times, 3 times. Bajwati say, and sana, your friend is saying, charrettes, and a omubenya other ones. But Israel at that time, parties na WOHO, mapi. Ombenya Helima, Omya Herut, and Ombabenya Likud, and Ombenya Alliance Likud, Herut, Alliance Likud, and Ombenya Labour Party. Anytime a Labour Party from Yigal a long time, who was the 4th Israeli Prime Minister, anytime a Benya Likud Biano, there's a problem. Anytime a Labour Bebano, there's a peace. And now go into na liquid for bar. They use Palestine as an issue. But the background rationale, way back in 1976, with this Bibi Netanyahu. Yes, Bibi Netanyahu. The big brother, I refer you Netanyahu. Johan. On the day, Israeli commandos, Edom ko Entebbe raid. Onua 1976 ewo Uganda Netanyahu we yawo ne brother penyin no mietu eno onu ko wuye 5 Israeli soldiers were wounded including the hostages no only the brother no kwa ne wuye meanwhile Onana ye the leader of the commandos team na omutimi ko ya go under the darkness etimi ko rescue omo no and he was the last person to be killed and the Bibi Netanyahu ashenimu and ashenimu say anything that has to do with Palestine. But at that time, Captain, this particular today, now the Popular Front of the Palestine Liberation, Nanya Hamas. Now after 1948, no Benya 1962, 64 uprising na Yasser Arafat, Obenya beti PLO no, Obeti PLO no. Mabusa say Yemusa Israeli say and him for na T Hamas 1987. Hamas organization today Israel no mokono. How was it formed? How was the Hezbollah formed in 1982 in southern Lebanon? Hezbollah is older than Hamas. How did Hamas was fighting with PLO.
Oh,
but that is this history.
When
the Hamas PLO Yasser Arafat said a Palestinian state, and that there was an emergence, such we say Hamas from nowhere and Hamas PA. Hamas rather no, and then Israel omumie no pay Yasser Arafat ekuno. So Yasser Arafat went Odika called Jordan. They chased him and they wanted to kill him Jordan and free her. Obetra Hamamet in Tunisia. IDF for Israeli intelligence defense forces and Israeli intelligence Mossad for omkotu tunitu ekunkum the generals Yasser Arafat nkwan wangu. Leading to that Yebenya Oba Golda Meir as a prime minister of Israel. Golda Meir was a Polish woman from Poland. And to know the issue of refugee. So Golda Meir pushed the agenda. See am for mukro mano omutuno. Golda Meir free so Shimon Peres by omutuno. Shimon Peres by and Yeshak Rabin over Labour for Bamiensa. And sana Bibi Netanyahu obetiesim.
Your friend was in Antechi.
Omet by liquid and Tokwani startie. Mebacho what you say? Sharet by and Tokwani startie liquid. Do you get it? And in 1993, under His Excellency, the President of Republic of America then, Bill Clinton, and Otimi here and Adrian said, or best solve the issue once and for all. And it's a share Omunya the Nobel Prize a year Yitzhak Rabin and Yasser Arafat or Oslo. When they were pushing the Oslo Accord to the final no matter of issue na the only Israeli Prime Minister Labour for no biaba omu push the agenda. Godamaya started Shimon Peres be start so. Even your friend is saying the other one, I've forgotten his name. Omu nyina be so. So when it got to Yitzhak Rabin, or no na a captain, or the final a push, say young form country mom, and a Clinton do ba White House. And do call the Oslo Accord. When they were about to sign the Oslo Accord in 1995, 4th November 95, and a Yigamia Okukum Yitzhak Rabin. Okunu ye no Shimon Peres by no under 1 year, and a Ariane Sharon muti, and those are hardliners, Likud, Herod. Omudia, they don't want anything say Palestinians should exist. And Ariane Sharon being a stroke with that them. Onya stroke with that them no o met no mbaba ni na they were all liquid boys. So we share in the history of Israel. This Bibi Nyatanyahu or celebrating the brother 40th year anniversary of Entebbe raid. That day no started you know, that day no Haiti Palestine. But me busa say Hamas as an organization are no any Palestinian authority neko. A form hono 2 years. Need the outlets no more to near bunker no to yeno. That time na Israeli Mossad no more he. There is no security intelligence in the world. Quote me. Our yes smarter HN Mossad, not the CIA, not the FBI's.
Really?
No.
Mossad?
Not the K9. Not the Scotland Yard. None of them.
Mossad yeah.
Mossad caught back to back. Otimiko Musrata, Libya underground. Eko se Gaddafi. Nenyama no appear. You be ancient. What is he achieve Mossad agent be that? No way. We know Mossad.
Really?
Mossad caught Iran. Shakwa ofa sukum Ishmael Hania. Israel. Mossad. Wotimi breaki. The earth. Echo under the surveillance, security surveillance, etimi hotel Ismailania da in the center of Iran, Tehran, and Okukuno. Mossad, enti Sabunkana, Hamas for 2 years. One the 2 maum. It's a world order. There are certain things you can't say it, but the world knows. So the formation of Hamas was not created by those Arabs. Yashin Ahmed, and you know the created. They were operating with agents. Now, let's talk about the issue of Israel and Iran today. We should not forget, some of us that belong to diplomatic history and diplomacy. 1980, Iran-Iraq war. You know Iran-Iraq war. Who invaded first? It's Iraq that invaded Iran. They killed 500,000 here. They also killed 500,000 here. Who were the people that supported Iran? It was Israeli Mossad that were fighting along, helping, giving it tangible, credible information about Iraq intelligence. That time, Israel Mossad was friends of Iran. How did they start today on their enemies? How did they start? That they became enemies. How was Hamas formed? How now Israel is an enemy of Hamas after the death of your friend Yasser Arafat?
Wow.
Do you get it?
Yes.
A lot has happened. But then let me tell you.
Tell me.
In the United States, the only country that has the solution, I've said it, and I repeat it on any international platform, is America. No country else can solve the issue. Yes, because under the regime of Jimmy Carter, Watermondale regime, Jimmy Carter said, I obey the law. I respect the law. 1 to 1 single bomb. Captain, what you mean? One launch, 1 missile, and 1 to 1 bullet. Our Israel, 1 support to. Was I obey the law and respect the peace treaty? How was it possible, sir? The fighting at that time was not even tensed. between Israel and the Palestine. It was between Israel and Egypt with Anwar Sadat. At that time, the Israeli Prime Minister, Menachem Begin. How was Menachem Begin, Jimmy Carter, and Anwar Sadat sat down and signed a peace treaty from 1979? That was the end. So fight, you know, any Palestine, the end and a fight. Israeli-Egypt war. And then Jimmy Carter to solve our problem. Permanent. Was say I want a permanent peace. From Jimmy Carter Mondale government, if you want. One by Ronald Reagan, one George Bush. Reagan president, George Bush vice president. And we start to see one liquid for and a problem in Sakobai. After Ronald Reagan out of power after his 8 years, George Bush senior by Bush senior by only the vice president Dan Quayle. Only Dan Quayle. Almost alcohol. Echo create problem no. Bush senior echo one term. And be Clinton by no, the place was quiet. Clinton Al Gore, the place was quiet.
For 2 terms.
For 2 terms. On 1995, 1993, Clinton and the whole do you know almost home solve a problem new year. You got me a coon. Yes, Ishaq Rabin 1995. After Clinton regime is George Bush Senior and Dick Cheney. Almost started started. George Bush and Dick Cheney almost started. So George Bush went out of power. Obama and Joe Biden, they didn't solve the problem. Maybe the problem in Obama was he had a chance also to solve the problem. Obama didn't do anything with this. And then Trump and Pence, Mike Pence, status quo, now we have Joe Biden himself 8 years west in Palestine and then Palestinian issue. Now we are all looking forward. Sir, Kamala Beba, a topic that will deal with the U.S. election, you told me.
Yeah, we'll deal with that tomorrow.
There. We can do that one of these days. So that we understand the dynamics of the American politics, i.e. the Israel-Palestine. And if you look at it, we are not going back to the 4th time. We are taken up from Qatar Mondale government up to today. And it was for the reason one term. And they were one of the best democratic governments. Jimmy Carter was one of the best because he didn't like any fight. The rule of law, peace for mankind, and prosperity. Americans didn't like. And voting out the Reagan and a Bush they buy. And a Bush is over twice. So they went 3 terms. From Clinton time, a Bush senior, and Obama by Joe Biden, Trump, up to now. This is the most worst time Yakum Palestinians. 45,000 people within 2 months. Military exercise have gotten to the sense that even road Ukraine, concreted road in Ukraine, Omayi. And the world seems not to talk.
Okay. It's quite serious.
If you look at it, it's not an issue that cannot be solved, but it's an issue that is meant not to be solved. Because if you look at the region, it can be solved.
But it is meant not to be solved.
Okay. Because when you come to the diplomatic table and it comes to the solution, the international community, American issue with Israel-Palestine solutions, it comes to unilateralism. So American decides, British and German, Obi and Timinka, they are all looking at United States. So it's always the government, U.S. policy, who is the president and who is prepared to solve the Palestine issue. And I've said and I've mentioned, the best opportunity and the best time was Yasser Arafat, Yitzhak Rabin, because now Palestinian Authority, Abbas, and Hamas, they themselves had an issue. Hamas, now Israel says he's after Hamas. What about the Palestinians? The Palestinian Authority is a government on its own. And the people you are killing, they are not all Hamas people. They are Palestinians. Why are you killing the Palestinians? If it's Hamas that you are going after, do you have to destroy a country? Do you have to destroy? The cities are not only lived in by Hamas. They are living, the people living there are Palestinians. And so sad.
That's why you're a bit passionate and emotional about this.
No, it's not passionate, but the point is that we have an issue of the world. Some of us, we know. We had a country called Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia in 1990, 1991, 1992, there was breakaway. Slovenia, Croatia, Dubrovnik, Serbia, Montenegro, Albania, Tirana, Albania, Kosovo. All these breakaway, break away. No, it was made possible. The Americans were in. At that time, Kofi Annan was the UN High Commissioner in Yugoslavia. They made sure, say, Obi or person free. That time, who were the people who were making problems? Say, yeah, moment ti free Serbia. Karadzic, Yacheno, Milosevic, Yacheno, Kacic, whatever, all of them, they went to international court, Yadum Kotumu, because they were obstructing the peace. Say, countries need to tumo. Kosovo, Yemani and independence. And why the world order, America, the United Kingdom, the France, the other Western countries, Omuntimi mad this particular two countries into separate. No be the flag, Captain Smart. Is it normal? Say the whole Yugoslavia, even Russia, Soviet Union, etimi break away republics. Lithuania, Estonia, Omi no be at 10 Afghanistan we not 10 The only country Russia man kwamanantin Chechnya. And kwamanantin was a republic. Adentina Palestine the end there. United States. Didn't say yentime woman ye omuti.
All right. Hey, says here about 4:15.
Ascending.
All right. Yeah, but of a quick one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, related to American elections.
Yes.
Now, you be with small arms.
Yes.
Kakra Wakana.
Yes.
Getting closer to elections.
Yes.
Now, Donald Trump.
Yes.
Kamala, who will win?
Don't trust American elections. I'm very conversant with American elections. Don't trust American elections. The reason is very simple. The reason is that you cannot predict Americans when it comes to elections.
Ascending.
Opinion poll on the television so CNN one there,
ABC one there,
ABC one there, false news. Trump say CNN BBA fake news. Because in the history of United States elections, including that of Trump, your friends Al Gore and George Bush, CNN had always declared for Democrats.
Okay.
Fox had always declared
for
Republicans. ABC News sometimes, NBC. What you say? Now, who will win? American election, to say you crash the same now. Men am see toilet. Men am see market. Men am see way. And I'm time nam ye way. Crash elections. Crash campaign. Captain Smart, are you here?
I am listening about
Yes. Yes, I know about South African no. Because that is what it's meant for.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Now listen, American elections is on about 5 pillars. United States policy. Immigration, one. One the bit me deport here. Now one the bit me keep foreigners. Into me, I'm here no. Make say it comes to immigration, Democrat there. Right? It's about economy. Trump said my economic record is better chain Kamala and Joe Biden combined. Arguably. Now, no about American tax who offers tax for millionaires, rich people, and then the poor people. That is the one. The third one. Americans say they become welfare and wasem. No ma become education wasem. Na fenso ma be abortion rights. Papa, mante you see George Washington Bridge in wasem wo. Mante you be Delaware. Any bridge no mante you can wasem.
Okay.
Because we're talking about statehood and federalism.
Mississippi Bridge in Grabu yo musi. Mante American president.
Ubiewa no ka ubeko jail because he state. Be a state budget bedu. Na federal den dia be support ntinya wo dia ukofi anya ma me agapade.
So we mean kase maye
makwakoye obi politician team ko say wakwakoye egu akotokraba maye toilet ama wo mu erade. You understand? No they are fans. To the sense the president square team call launch toilet. Now therefore the UN the United States sub policies we and going into this election every foreigner every alien out America because Trump there were open and say obey the biggest mass deportation order in the history of America, meaning say what America any paper biano obepam or dobeko and it's only for America should be stronger and stronger again and what will be an out to her and only paper over prefer say Kamala Only the aja omunya sa dide no. But let us not forget Trump and Pence before Obama, after Obama, before Joe Biden. Omienu launch similar thing. Deportation centers and even immigration. Me can't be a bay crum. Kra 5 years visa. Okoba no. Trump time on the Pence time. Chichanko for visas. America immigrant state or birthright. Ko WOHO nyina no. Akran the order passport amano. But mami ni drew her na America for deport no. That was started with Trump. Now only they were in a position on immigration. So nipa. But let us not forget the Democrats. Under Reagan time, omunya kwan timi ma Republicans, Democrats, Republicans time Reagan, timi ma amnesty. When it led through that George Bush, Ebedo Clinton time, no, one would have expected that Clinton Obama amnesty and or the lotteries. Or the lotteries, he was finding money for America. Executive order yet to all the successive presidents in Obiabe follow. Omenchem.
Because it is coming
but then Democrats at that time, now Clinton, it was overdue, say Obama and call for amnesty. Even with the Democratic immigration records, 1 year amnesty, it's no more problem. Leading to Obama, to me as an African was a disappointing American president. Much as anybody will look at it, because one, Obama relation with Africa, i.e. Onua Chrome. Ethiopia nane na natiase obeto ne nana ekochi anabrewa ne nsem no then your friends sorry Kenya virtually nothing obekroma virtually nothing. The only thing that you will say Democrats bar yani US, let's say your visa quota, Democrats ni increase, Republicans they don't increase. Apart from that, it be a student visa, Democrats will increase, Republicans will increase. So now we women in our ton China. Now we can the real Americans themselves now. Then let's talk about America there, and yet the total number, Captain Smart, and yet the total number of people are vote. And the numbers are being is about the electoral college. Now look at the funny side of the electoral college. Countries be a state be a state in Rhode Island more and Delaware more and some smaller states. Ebi wo mid central and I say ebi wo your friend is saying west coast no ebi ananye state be to you fi say oh we dey ni penny ho but electoral college no is bigger and it doesn't matter the numbers you get in New York.
Electoral college in here
in American elections no am catch say too dicey.
It will be your popular votes Hillary Clinton but Trump at the electoral college
because they concentrate on that. Now share red flag states na omudoso. A also na powerful electoral college like Virginia mon a whole room in our. It is a little difficult to say it now. And coupled with the fact say Trump feels say America for iodine omo foreigners any the Hispanics for them them to declare and stand. But Mami history be.
Mami.
The history is that United States with all their democratic credentials, Omakum presidents 4 in office. In the history of America with all the democracy. And 4 presidents in office. Roosevelt, Garfield, and a woman called Abraham Lincoln, Kennedy, 3 of them were Republicans. Now, Obama assassination attempts on them, no, numerous of them. In the American democracy, no, well, a leader, they are number 1, but they are number 1 in anything. They are number 1 in the Western Hemisphere. Omakum for certain presidents.
Okay.
No country. You can come a certain president. Obama assassination attempts, more, including Ronald Reagan. Including FDR, your friend is Roosevelt. Roosevelt home to 5. A macra tranibi. Assassination attempt, Garfield, the man a trani 2 times. In the American forum, you cannot really tell. Because America for say democracy no ye can and which American election need Al Gore and George Bush. the election was already done deal. Now you did bobo elections in in 2002 or 2000. I stand to be corrected. Ni abobo election under a minute the night before declaration in the morning, no, too close to call. Ted Bush of Florida, George Bush Ninuano. Oman in Sasso said Tampa Bay election will be amkuyi.
That's right.
Now we are man in Sasso, aha. Yehu ya na Idaho, yehu ya na Texas, and the whole United States was in flame. It took the able Al Gore, true Democrat, and the son of the land of United States. You'll be in a Trumper, Kameka Shi Yankee, Yanshin, Dum. But when it became a very hostile situation, states in start to say, Memphis, baby, Al Gore conceded, following the Supreme Court. Before the Supreme Court back call the case, Al Gore gave in. And meanwhile, now Clinton acquired 2 terms, and Al Gore was the one who was the administrator in chief. Not Clinton. Clinton was a diplomat. Al Gore na Clinton regime. So they were afraid. Says Al Gore ba also beko 8 terms, or beko 2 terms na kahun. And the American Republicans could not sit. Said Democrats meko because no mujumegu. Because under the Clinton, obegu all the cigarette companies in America. Pomo Oguno, Kansas Oguno, or the bills are no muntim. And American cigarette companies is owned by Republicans. Arms and ammunitions companies in here Republicans there. And it's a year tutio. America release bombs. Omu yi new Apache. Omu you any other thing. American army Onua nyenitu ototio from individual companies na individuals. Aye into no Republicans no mu there. And one for now, man, you good demo cha. Na hita ba na kaba because time George Bush buy na Clinton yan tutu no. What is Iraq no? 1 day, 2 days no, or release ICBM 3. Intercontinental ballistic missiles or release 3. Ba ku bia $680,000 he release ya. Apache ne bia for $12 million. Ashe. Ascending. What ya then I say? Na business aba. Ascending. Na Trump. Me, apart from so a bad boy, we're smart.
Very, very.
We're smart.
Very.
Because 1995, that time here in New York, the same Trump won Mayor Giuliani. Giuliani was the mayor of New York. No one talk. Emra knows a big critique problem when he Major Giuliani. In the end, on the bear and lawyer, a bear and advisor. Now look at a Nyama Trump aye. Ya indicting our tax. Ya indicting our election more practices and then power. Oma can when any years an American system them akose wom sentence ye wi. One in Amabonting. Roberto Bruni be an tax $40,000 or cost 5 years. Ya indicted President Trump said won't tax for the last 20 years. American phone team fan into. And if you look at data as it is no, or the American system nothing or T game nothing. And to such a person now no, one the red flag, another red states boys any man say they will not let Trump fall because be a Joe Biden and a cool pace. Kamala Ba be a no amfaka ne ho anche because indictment of New York State e be at this time o lusua now o makwa akopeke no enti sa election we no one an underground work it to be the sweetest American elections of all US elections coming back of a former president back to the ballot. And then the American vice president back on the ballot. It happened in the Tyler. When Tyler, American then vice president, Roosevelt, didn't be a vice president or be a president. United States in share that the only President Bush, Senior, Reagan, Ekoya, Obenya one term DNO. It is not something that happens a vice president of United States or Sabinia president. Now let me come back how it relates to Ghana. Ghana funya yung crass semno. Say Republican when ya so we win. America on for Ghana election who today on file election tomorrow. Let us get it clear. American foreign policy on Africa a template. Bush intimi sisano, Trump intimi sisano, Obama wentimi sisano. Edaho.
Ya tro said it na.
Edaho. Say oba Ghana say ne no mu ye defense budget ubetimi de bia kan betu ntimi ntwam. Technology American support yen. Infrastructure or support yen na United States aid. Package in 4. And what by the most American, the biggest property on West Africa or the basic countries, that's the US Embassy. An agreement to the president sign, O Papa Bitima Busano. Enti enya dia obesisa ne policy. The policy obetima sesa immigration, that is visa. Say okay, ebi Ghana, mumma womu. Say population na grow. Ye know my by mumma be 16,000. Before Clinton baba 1993 na be 4,000 6,000. And no man increase at Amels, Ehosu, your friends Obama no, also so epeje mu kakra. Enti se Ghana for say MPP, NDC, and away MPP nye Democrat, MPP and nye Republican, NDC nye Republican, and one ye we. Mun nim dia mokeka. Mo sha so ya mo campaigner, mo sha so nya mo message. American election results doesn't affect any Ghanaian election. Americans do not care about who becomes Ghana president. They care about the partnership and the friendship, diplomatic agreement, the Ghana war, any support services the Mayan, any the Chayan, any budget support of military the Mayan, and no neither your friend is saying Democrat nor Republican will beat Masasano. And there no big so permutations and time be we ba we ne ha no ya bo ne ha e ba jomu ni media mokeka because Democrats were caught 3 times that. Democrats were caught 4 times that. In the past, Republicans were caught 3 times that in the past. And where's the conjecture? Say, Ghana elections here by say Trump win here, and then NDC by win say Kamala win and then people. Where from all those kind of funny jokes? Mon concentrating more elections. America will need more. Why Ghana? What per country? I'm an elections one here now. Country on any economic ID on any year Jumabdi business is Nigeria. One South African year Jumachel. One Ethiopia year Jumachel. One Kenya year Jumachel. American the biggest trading partner is Egypt. Wako Egypt akoka Egypt election wasem. Waka election wasem Ethiopia. Waka election wasem Kenya. Botswana more democratic credentials perfect. American form election home. As we speak, Mozambique ejad them American count election. Adam Kwan here the fee say we are the Jerusalem of West Africa, Switzerland of West Africa. Ye be biano America for and wama warning say wa wunim na be election ma practice. Meanwhile America we election some crache Ghana. And so abema warning say wa
be we afi we abanu no.
Yes. Omunim they better low. Marine for Wokroma you have no idea. They will not allow Ghana to fall. Me catch home. And tinyasa visa no di be hu oboa. Wa be umbe pejaw.
Won't you see we abanim?
Me chase umbe pejaw because say Electoral Commission 2016 on records they should quote me. Mo jibe 30 million. America mo sign agreement in year and no catch him say we have interest in the elections. And what this patch here the whole country constituency be or no pay or then call for no man to giant yi. Before you no ma declare
resource and da.
What are you talking about? You are joking with America. What pause about election one kwa jinisika. What is the mission? On pay problem and kwa jinisika. Why jinisika the election dia or catch you say mama election ni ye. Onu metama kanto mesobi meto to buonko ho. Captain, what you say? They will not allow. And the visa at the end of the day, the home skirmishes, the home sini. And Timo Shaswa election among she. Namontia say, Ghana ni beer no prepared. So Baba Kontokwa. Because Monte Parliament, excuse me to say, Manya Bibi Papa Bia Namudi Kofi, Munina, these 2 parties. Manya Bibi Papa Bia Namudi Kofi. Monko constituency, Monko elections, Monko when mo power. Damosa metra ye mumedum fufu say dem ye no na we don't expect. So my prepare some change. Na my imagine say mo be hwa country ni is the beautiful country with resources so say ye. Captain what dem kire no.
Na say.
Enti America elections in back again. My last thing is whether Americans are prepared for a female president. Time will tell.
But I mean, tell me, is America prepared for a female president?
Well, I would say Kamala. She was smart enough. Her position huye. But some of her records as Attorney General of California, I have a problem. Because Kamala and the help the LGBTQ, transgender, and crown was 13 years, 15 years, 14 years. I am personally transgender. On the California ska so when it comes to such kind of single issues, yeah, make us say Kamala on a problem kakra. But then again, what team used to the American celebrities and Americans there, believe celebrities, say yes, Beyonce, the top fan. Beyonce Montuma Kamala no. It's very difficult say Montuma regardless of where they belong to. Americans who believe celebrities. I'm sorry to say here they are. Celebrities.
Captain. It's kind of how you need celebrity.
Captain.
He is smart.
Captain.
He is unique.
Celebrities
he is the best.
Celebrities in the one American celebrities say obi aso camera edidi omu atem dodo say na oti dodo say na oti there be a Ghana for celebrity ma wasa obi aso can light obi aso camera didi obi atem celebrity we a celebrity. America Kamala had pushed, and then in the history of America this is the only time, not even Clinton, not even Obama, the only campaign I say Yenya Republicans, state governors, senators ultimately declare support for an opposition president.
Some did join Trump against Trump.
Yes, sir, over 31 senators went against on the platform of Kamala to congratulate her and support her. And a honor na dicey. But Trump once said campaign will ankasa kese. And let's wait and see. But then for me, not much depend on the American character. I'll support Kamala win it. If not anything at all, at least for immigration record sake. And then the only thing I mean for. Right. Other than that, and Kamala Joe Biden to me, Jumana Ankasa de Ansheda Nkuyi.
Mameda say Farouk Al-Wahabi, international diplomatic consultant. A brother, a friend, and an uncle. Thank you so much for your time appearing on the maiden edition of Asembeni. Medase.
Medase. I will not hesitate to grace your occasion whenever I'm called.
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Walk
by Jack.
Captain Smart. He is smart.
Everyone naso. A donne ball. Everyone nye drew. Or therefore nankasa. But the assembly at the brain.
And the buso and the
messages need also.
A buso. The messages are ready. And the assembly made it additional. My bama na e fena. Mo messages ni na e beka ni na no na be enye. Hey! Messages no 660 ebo bonzi wo se ha na je se ne nkomo no aye wani kama na ohia pedede wo se United Nations na enu nyame yad mo china America abato no ho nkomo no ana Celine was the na a 500 cedis comment na aba na ebo bonzi wo se Captain, they should develop that place at least hospital, university, and that is at least hospital, university, police station, yeah, no more time, yeah, Now, hey George, make a message now for him. I then was starting a name and be Fabian Quechabra, and see me patch more messages no and I can and assembly. Jumedi na moba soma na yefe kama chamo se 1 to 5 na demo de biarada every 1 ewia ekopem 5 no na bibia edem fabi ekohin na messages na ebunimu se ya etimpacho de bia na munye ni sei emaye no be pm Facebook na so be stream den se ne ende yes stream ho now wo like page no wo like now wo share so now comment so chwa adwin sene dodo na so ache omo adwin messages na na egu so aye bibie ne Piaga was say Dr. Baumia is giving NDC journalists pressure upon pressure, sir. When I walk home, hey, my dear mo. Mr. Edward say this man never gets tired, the big captain. Since in a dinosaur, capito, captain, no umbrella, radio man, and the man who say, "Mpa eframogenimity never say die until the bones are rotten." Kwesi Asaro say, Chairman and one adiapa na also be impressed one non breaking 8 no piaga na just agenda breaking the 8 no and just what can press one break 8 Frederick Boache Jema wo de na mentia sempacho comments aye be man abaden so aye man bra de eye any somu nene kwadwo was this is a very educative show na che said no adesua de wenya bebre e wo mo se wow a bunkam wo so Emmanuel Amofa wo se wo chaye ye je wo so pa Emmanuel Margaret Adeti wo se take your two mpacho meche amakapito 2 no no George Amenyo was say Captain Smart is indeed a radio lover say and then amaka cho sa de na efra mogemu asa na tie de wodo no wombre na waye henti e wo ho nyame de chewa asa wombre na pepra sama wo say more fire mpacho fire no so de be ma asa pepepe na ekwadwo se wahia de bebre adesua na yebese usua enti na ye de abrɛ no ya fa brɛ se ye fedia godwumede ye ni abrɛ pa ye pega na ye enti saa na ye be no de biara da na messages no mi go so me kan pa cho me se messages no saya mo de ba mo me ma ani so embremu kakra ya na ubetimi aka wa asem na emo mani so ma ya na efesa akwa Emmanuel wo si asem be nkura ni na yen kancho ye kan ya na wote de say ye si asem be ni de hinta ohunte no de beba peprasa was more fire Salihu Tofik wo si enye wonkwa Abigail Abner din krade oba ye do be tre me odo ntimi nso so me ma wodo akwa Emmanuel wo si asembe ni na Beatrice Inkumo si I love this show na just say ene no show no abunka moso show no mahu sampa eba betra de show no eba bibie wani bibie wadwimu de unhunu ye wahunu ye si ehintasem ohunte hunu wo de beso mo Abigail Abner din krase Onua Captain Smart great job today na wayade 1 to 5 jai Onua bro Makacho so no wombre until the bones are rotten to no de share a friend mojenim se bibi ni la te wo say fantastic show the startup mponie na osinyame insura captain ashasi mponie wa hu nti yes this is just the beginning we ya ashasi afe na mbehu na kese pa Musa Inusa was a captain number 1 numero 1 I yeda say nana ba Bernardo si o ni ya na de odono so aka hu Abubakari Sadiq Jenko Gamaski was a more fire captain Salihu Tofik was a amagana and common rira ama wa nkasa wo humegu mo hu amagana de na je say hia wana why you so be bre wo moje ni aboa te say Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no wate ase enti sa capito nso de wa kire mo say wono obeye Ghana ho ndo na buru bibia Solomon Gameli was a Captain Wahab. You are so intelligent. Ibrahim Bacha will say, this is my show. I love Onua Yenimsa. Eti apacho de biaya na mu bia fidie no tuma. Embienti wo kona mo hwedwoma enko embienti. Bia ni hu na njiji baby asa na epeno. Bia ni hu na njiji baby. Na kote Daniel will say good work done. Keep it up more fire.
Na day.
Na kote.
Okay, Mantini. I said bibi farmer dream too.
Now, Kote, see good work done. Keep it up, more fire, Captain.
All right, my now see phone lines. No, na Where the maiden edition, ye shall see and ne. Ti nyame ya adom echina na chese ye kwe ni mane ye kwe ni mane ye kwe ni mana. Echina no ye beto asa $750 million and 1 billion Ghana cedis. Banka abaino etema may development bank Ghana. As I say, sa bank no aboka sikano ahe. All right, friend was 0556 692-445. Number me money saying 055-669-2445. Say any telephone line back ho. Station where soon any telephone line back open. Njai sir.
Ascending.
One pair back on ho. 055-669-2445. Where you info Japasu assembly. Number the amount of the telephone line back account. Ado. Hello,
Captain Smart.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Captain, where you Obama on God from
okay.
Captain.
Pacho ni pebi awo ba over 20 seconds. Yanko.
Mate Captain Yamishra, Debeka Yamishra, Ghana is still with Yamishra, and Nick can make a more or more quantity. In a Juma Yamai, Medase.
Men so, men, Kewu, men so that's it. Radio, but honestly, I love radio. Hello. Hello. Okay.
He is smart. He is unique.
My brother,
Nti yanko messages so menim say callers no omo free me line one jam.
Hello.
Offer good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
But I'm feel dead.
Me as me feel ni bi.
I mean the debia me to be me feel me you. But was sama present my old bad boy me na to.
Ascending.
I have found something to my shira no me check.
Ascending.
I mean sure no my power magana. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, I mean, one so okay. Say like this now, and I say it is gone. Me here radio a check pa kakra. Me here radio a check. All right. Hello.
Hello, Captain.
Money. Aha. If what na say me no dey me come. Add another phone.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Ba me tell.
Me did the asante Captain. The medical case na me show.
Me show.
When you are there, how do you follow from TV? Go so far Nipo Bota. Ya here na me do it. Me so say na me nka ho. Omo nya ke so mo o dey betu dey here dey chin dey here no. E no na make a show ne. Na me show. Yamisha
won so before from it me boy room na fe. Ma be na de ba kwa wo no. Abna wo no ba kwa.
And na obi say someone is in the forest at La Paz comparing himself to Captain.
Asembe
ni ne de magia boso de. Magia boso de.
Abaya kwadwo.
Obi say ni din de la famille la famiglia. Wasi papa ne no ba dwumadi no nim no. Na wo ba ye ne se ne wasi afa ne twro nwoma. Eni ni twrodua esia twre ne magu wo pade na jese ne papa na twre ne ne mani so papa.
Hello, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Vaja FM Daniel Mikasa Freson.
Daniel
Mikasa follow pa Fiti Angel. Ton na mi do etia bepmon wen. Ya men shiraw. Ba ye pese ehia wo sum Ojwa festival here bay. On the 18th.
18th November.
Yeah, 18th November. So much here on the day.
I tell you why.
Yeah.
That's it. My brother go.
Now obi nso say opa chopa lumo gameli o say time wa habumra na amano ne nsem sa no omra mekyerɛkyerɛ mo sanse ne wa to kwama o matiase pa.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Pacho my into.
We the Pacho family man on the first yellow house is now baby.
Okay.
Now we will be my follow for some time. We are the best. We are the best. We do know about many water. Dimension far.
That's it. I'm sorry for me. Some open myself. I'm sorry for myself. I can't say me brave. But anyway, me call radio so I understand it here. And then first day. So from the channel. You be who? Hello.
Hello, Captain Son.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
FM France, me prefer some cases.
Me that's it.
Captain, next 4 years, once bank of nominations and if president Amidobo court.
Sunday.
Once Amidobo court, Masamano no.
Anyway, Yamisam.
What can I ask them simple at show?
And you're the deputy chief of staff.
Where you now come and show?
Open deputy chief of staff.
The other mammy and me zooms.
Oh, dear, he now pay. Mammy positions in this year. A solution by deputy minister, science, technology, environment, and radio.
Sunday.
Sao, my back one can ask one maybe. Sao, hello. Oh, what's what? To bet me a friend. Mijidi search na no ye did nine in the back of a can said be ya. I want to be by hello boss wa na hello boss wa. Ayo. Hey, wani.
This money for Nungabaya for Mina Samuel.
Medas.
Any can you cook about what on Shira on Mumbai. Now I said, I mean about Kunukai Ampa. So I'm the president or Amiakasa Melokyu. Amen.
And then Mamma
was also the Aminas.
And then Mamma was I made a Mamma. Why did not court case the next 4 years, dear?
Hello.
Hello, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Money at my power.
Edmadas.
Yeah. Now be about West Bank, Gaza, no. Not difference there, now be son about Matthias.
Gaza and West Bank, and one your friend Gaza and Paperesono.
Okay. I don't know. Under Israel, and I say I've got Palestine.
Oh, won't tell me why.
All right. I know
where your official come answer.
Thank you.
That's all. Over to me, our friend 055-669-2445. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Captain.
Yes, sir.
But we know Gaza seminar yakana number 70 junior car.
Chokoso.
But on say Miss Monga car say that to find out United say a biblical. Na Israel for that. Say our more captivity. We know at your machine. Yes, I can't want some more. That the yeah, can say Israel for no attack Omuka and side, but Israel for more at your machine. You can now when we and my Israel for not to consume track. Yeah, can.
All right.
I don't know any problem you're having.
I agree with you perfectly.
But you
Menami hosting, no mean to be Madrid. When you're matching to Uncle Daniel Mensa say she is good for gender, women, and social protection. You have it. In fact,
that's it. Danny,
honorable minister.
We said Danny, when your friend the prophet.
Okay, but from a China corner, Abraham is who addressing her. Sharon Susa, honorable. Honorable Minister. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Wan kupon shira why papa.
O shira wonso.
Nyame nya okafie. Adumu achede anyame de ma ono. Won so bi so ubenya bu akokra ene efo mu. Nyame shira ofie nyina. Yefu owo no nyankopon nya ne kase. Wa ya de papa. Ya me shira ya emo ya anka uno ya present ya me to nyame se hey nka nyankopon ma yensu nyankopon shira nso be ba be present
amen
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 obi say glorious efua mwesiwa akwa wasi Onua is the greatest and we need to pop champagne together pop champagne.
Honorable Minister of Women, Gender and Social Women, Children and Social Protection. This is your organizing. You see the more in the NB. You feed them for free. Be feed them for free. Yeah, Mamu Sardine. Yeah, Mamu and Hello. I think so. We better the last caller. Yes, sir. Me da say boy.
Ona baby, ona bo mama for na bo nenkan. Maame Fanka honorable captain. Nyame shira no onye okese. Me di wachi nenne, me di wachi from multimedia. Ye di enimu se Nyankopon de, ode wo yadwuma Ghana ha. Ade ba ifu oba pena de America on menya adwen. Ba di Nyankopon de wo Ghana ha no. Denya enim se one day emfaso na ye piepie no. Ebe pia ma wanka so akotra ko bia no so. Na Ghana ni suadi hunu a eda wakoma so no. Atimi abam captain. Ghana ye mpa no kore. O ka no kore se ye be sori atia o. Ba do be sori atia no. Na furu nhasafo. Niamfa nse na be ema na yi. Oni nyame nyadima.
Ozo ne nyame ntina baby on pa chome fa frefo bia biom yemfa si nyame ya adom echina share so say exactly 4:30 and ye baby phone line no about 20 seconds na what it was no aba awie ya man share so mame say MG washing powder e wo ho e ma no montomo boas na muntie me ye ewi ase aye we no wo ho ade a ya pa ne say wo yire sinema ma ne nsa ho apopo ono aduane ma wa enye yie Usono ai sono ai yaso ya pon adwuma ne ya brese ya anadwo ne yesusom ususom ana are na hwene msa
kasa o kasa na me
honorable minister menyesa
me shock
honorable minister menyesa ha etu here washing powder papa we yire di sin niema ne more no echire ho no wa wai na oba ne huna mane je ne kura sese wutwi je ne kura na ko ani ahwe ne yasa de sitie na fa ya ka wonsa msew pechira kwan ukọ ba bia na ope washing powder kasa ope MG washing powder. What you are not tunching? They were direct. Says here, you know, Yaji for already no so. I know Panama marching for them for you chop money no. And I do the other direct and Yaji for. And I don't know. Say the dada na. What dial star 446 hash star 446 hasha. Now for you wait to America. Now I call the last option. Yet na no afan say po na wa pe numbers mienu miensa na enum na wa bo ento amo no wo twede na wa disika no wa manem bi the slow pa chambe bon ko Blue Financial Services say mamodi ana fa osika bra ketu ya bi fa beto ne ma osika bum na fa ko bobra se se ye kwa kodi bro yin wo se ba bi ni wa ubetumi anya sika pa etimi di ahye o business wo se we fi November yi ekosi 15th December. 100,000 cities money per year. Udru 100,000. 100,000. And honorable minister. Ye pebia ye party.
Money problem. Organize.
Say Mr. Nyama Baye, chairman of Council of State. I want to know. Say I swear you know, you're nominating ministers. The first minister. Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas is chief of staff. You're nominating go. Aye. Eti bamodi answer with you very much. Blue Financial Services. Na fe Blue Xmas promo no wo de wo ho agim. Bosome miensa ye ma 100,000 Ghana cedis. If you samre ya kusi 31st December. Sika no eda ho ma. From 0303 968 196. Ombeje wo so. Suman moto so say enwumere yi bamodi anabra ade ya pa ne se nsuo to na wo ka asai. Kadada. Muabra boy yewo pacho kadada. Oh kadada. Kadada. Niche ya pa. Kadada brabo that is all babo ni aduane. Eno awudi hu se de. Senye de. Se ti senyo. Kadada.
Ade kadada no ubo obi akutia na.
Eti we hear car mono bawadi asa obeko Esuman Motors na omatimi no watna se ombema car kama se me dey say ayedada eti eja me kwa
what dey na ayedada no friend car dada what dey no friend car dada hey
honorable minister mbema V8
hey I say enye car dada
honorable minister no eti dey tell say wo kwa wo de car na ma omo a na omaje no mama car foforo na no ana no swap ya one okro no woni obi a eni asem so and a young executive say yan kancho say bomodi na fa akwada no ebra suku pa suku correct pa ti memfa India gross anime ko ne so yasene ye de asembeni ebra enyimre honorable minister na cabinet meeting no ebeba so da be
oh nyame ya no chana no pa ebishia
e chana pa cabinet meeting no ebeba so okay that's all eti nyame ya do ma chana area don kro pepepe ye beto adwumedie ni so bank na aban bi ne foforo na omo diskani na na me busa wo Jubilee House was say president ati asem we message by and say there will be trouble tomorrow, meaning say president on tay say sika na de ko no padis na diska no it say na the obaba be the president onu so be gu bank na hey Ghana kosa meni edi kwadwo yirenchi mene honorable minister
apena nyame se
the question remains the same. Asam Beni. We out. We'll meet tomorrow. God bless you. Bye bye.
Asambeni. Asambeni.
Everyone else.
Asambeni.